Ladies and gentlemen, welcome live. You're listening to the Bootheel Sports Network. We are just under action in the junior varsity game between the Campbell Camels and the Caruthersville Tigers as the Camels number 0 gets off to a hot start for the Camels. They're on the board and they'll take the inbounds. You're listening to Jeremy Abrams and Charlie Duckworth. Proud to join you tonight. And they actually took those points off the board. There was a foul called beforehand either way, they took the points off the board. No score yet as we just get underway here at the junior varsity. And folks, it's homecoming here in Caruthersville. And joining me tonight, welcome back from Beta, Charlie Duckworth on the call. Charlie, welcome back, buddy.
Thank you so much, Jeremy. It's great to be home. By the way, I just want to tell you, it's beautiful. That's a 3 taken by Bigham. Misses, rebounded by Jordan Moten. Moten out at the wing. Moten slowly dribbling here. He passes to Faison Taylor, wide open. That's an easy bucket to start the scoring off tonight for both teams, but especially for the Tigers. As now Campbell inbounding the ball. That is Xander Mayberry with the ball. He passes it to Lawson Bledsoe. Passes to the corner to Ethan Anthony. Pass to Jackson Hobbs. Shot missed. Rebounded by Bigham. Fast break here. Guarded pass to DJ. DJ gets blocked. He pushes the ball out of bounds too. Woo. Well, I might be washed. I'm already getting winded a little bit. That inbound is taken by Campbell. Campbell now. That is Carson Belcher, who gets his pocket picked by Donzel Foster, as that's another easy bucket for the Tigers. It is 4-0 quick here in Caruthersville. Moten guarding hard on Belcher there. He had the pass to Ethan Anthony. Now that's a Euro that just does not work. Does not work at all for the Camels. Moten pass to Foster for 3. Bang! DJ, he was on homecoming court just a little bit earlier, and now he's hitting threes. He's got 5 of the 7 for the Tigers so far. It's 7-0. That is Anthony with the ball. He passes it into the low post to Mayberry. Pass to Belcher. Mayberry still can't get the Campbells on the board. That one blocked. Oh, Faison Taylor with another block. And that's a foul. Faison did not get the double block.
Well, I'll tell you, that was a swat at its best. He said, get that out of this is homecoming, boys.
Certainly did, but that is a shooting foul. His first free throw up. Belcher makes it. That is good. The Camels are on the board. Second one. that was a beautiful free throw there for Belcher. It's 7-2. You know, I just want to tell you, I saw Jordan Moten after the homecoming pep assembly, and I asked him how much he's going to drop. I asked him if he could drop 25, as that's a shot missed by Bigham. Jordan said he could drop 25, and he will drop 25, as that's a travel called on, I believe, that is Bledsoe. Lawson Bledsoe there. Foster will take the inbound to Moten. Moten wants that 25 tonight. I also challenged Faison Taylor. That's a 3 taken by DJ. Missed. That ball is out of bounds, Campbell ball. I told Faison Taylor if he could drop 20 points tonight, he could get my UCLA jersey that I'm wearing right now. Only saying this because Faison's a good friend.
I mean, that's a pretty healthy bet there, Charlie. I mean, you love that jersey.
It's a prized possession, but if he drops 20, he drops 20. He deserves it. That's pass to Belcher. Belcher passes it to Anthony. Anthony's going to shoot a 3. Money. Woo-hoo-hoo. Ethan Anthony with a shot there. Beautiful three, by the way. This Campbell team, I can tell you, they will definitely shoot a lot of threes this game. Probably not a Malden amount as that ball stolen by Belcher. Belcher now with the ball. He's going to pass it to Mayberry. Mayberry being double teamed by Bigham and Foster. Pass to Payne, Cason Payne, who pass it to Clay Huber. I don't know how I got tongue twisted on the name Clay, as that's a pass to Mayberry. He almost took the midi, but that's a three. Beautiful three by Cason Payne as the Camels JV take the lead here in the Joe Parkinson Gymnasium. It is 8-7.
Well, Charlie, I was talking to our good friend and sponsor Danny Glass before the game and get a little scouting report. He said Campbell can live or die by the three, so that's something to watch out for tonight.
Well, there's a three by Moden, and that's completely aired. Tigers might not be able to live or die by the three. Inbounded for the Camels. That is Carson Belcher with the ball. He passes, almost stolen. Huber pass to Payne, who already hit that three earlier. Belcher with the ball. Belcher on the wing. Jordan, Bigham pokes it, but Campbell, that's a push by Moden. Okay, Jeremy, you were calling for a travel there. It looked like Jordan Moden just fully pushed him with both arms. I think that's the illegal part of that.
Well, you may be right about the push, but you still slid about 5 feet with the ball. In my eyes, that's a travel. I think we got a timeout, Charlie.
We do have a timeout. And with that will be our first ad break of the night. We got to get paid, folks, so we'll be back after this.
Has your home renovation project got you down in the dumps with nowhere to put the junk? Well, give Tri-State Roll-Off Dumpsters a call at 573-359-8023. Locally owned and operated by Brad Jones and Tyler Brooks. Tri-State Roll-Off Dumpster LLC offers 20, 30, and 40-yard dumpsters, 7 to 30-day rentals, and long-term commercial contracts, serving Southeast Missouri, Northeast Arkansas, and West Tennessee. Once again, that's Tri-State Roll-Off Dumpsters at 573-359-8023.
Well, while we were in that ad break, Campbell had a bad inbound that was tipped away and turned into Tiger ball. Moten now, layup, good. That is 2 of the 25 for Jordan Moten. That ball's nearly stolen, being hounded by the Tigers so far. Young slipped a little bit. That foul on Young. It looked like he slipped and just jumped for it and just hit the arm there. Tigers are without Elijah Hodges tonight and Sharman Tillman. Tillman is sick, while Hodges, I believe, hurt his wrist. Don't know the severity fully, but he's obviously not playing tonight. He's on the bench. That first free throw is good for Cason Payne. He has 4 points. Second free throw is good for Payne. He has 5 early in this game. 1:40 left in the first quarter. From 10-9, Camels lead the Tigers. Moten now driving in. Foul on the floor. Shot gets waved off. Foul on the floor. I think they thought it was a shooting foul. The Tigers did. They were all kind of slowly getting prepared for a free throw. Young's going to inbound it to Bigham. Bigham's going to pass to Moten. Moten big-bodied him. Moten gets the ball back, collects it. He puts it up. No good. Rebounded by Bigham. Bigham. Woo! To Marion Rogers. I expect him probably to only play the first 2 quarters so they can keep him fresh for varsity action. Might see the same for Jordan Moten. Who knows? It's 11-10. Rogers guarding heavily on Belcher. Now Moten guarding Anthony. Anthony puts a floater. Whew. Ethan Anthony with a lucky floater, if I do say so myself. That makes it a 12-11 ball game here. We might have a thriller brewing already. It's only the first quarter. It's That's a hard foul. Bigham, we're not going to get free throws here, but it's a second foul on Anthony. Now, Young inbounds to Bigham for 3. Money. Bigham. Woo. He has 5 too. Tiger scoring so far: Foster 5, Taylor 2, Moten 2, Rogers 5 now. 14-12, the lead, or 2-point lead for the Tigers. 24 seconds left. Camels might just let the clock bleed out. That's Jackson Hobbs with the ball. He's going to pass it to Clay Huber. I believe that unless Campbell gets a really good opportunity, like right here, that floater is good. We are tied, 8 seconds to go. That was Belcher. Bigham for 3. Yeah, I think that one got blocked just a little bit there. But that takes us to the second quarter, where Camels tied 14-14. And we'll be back on the Bootheel Sports Network with more junior varsity action after this.
Affordable buildings of Caruthersville and
I'm gonna come
Hayti
in 'cause you hit the
offer
nail on the head.
rent-to-own
The last
utility
3
sheds,
games they
lofty
played Bigham.
barns, cabins, and garages, ranging in sizes from 8x10 to 14x40, with no credit check required and down payments as low as just $100, plus free delivery and setup within 50 miles. Come in and see Caleb Trammell at 898 East State Highway 84 in Caruthersville, right next to A Plus Storage, or call 573-922-6318. Affordable Buildings of Caruthersville and Hayti, a proud sponsor of the Bootheel Sports Network. Yeah, Charlie, as I was saying there as we went to break, you hit the nail on the head. One of the keys of the game, the last couple games, the Caruthersville Tigers have started the sophomore, Demarion Rogers, in the first half of the junior varsity game and then let him sit, and he's been putting up big numbers in the first half, and then coming into the varsity game, starting and putting up big numbers as well. So we'll see if they do the same tonight.
No, if you missed Shooting Hoops on the Boot a couple weeks ago, I asked Coach Lamont Bell about the decision to use more of the bench. You look at Amari Benson. That one's tipped away by Faison Taylor. Taylor, can he give 2 of his 20? No, he cannot. Bigham puts up, misses. He gets his own rebound and 1. Listen to that crowd. This is only junior varsity action. Imagine how it's going to be for that nice varsity team.
Well, remember, this is homecoming, and this is just, like you said, this is just the start of the crowd. People are going to be filing in as this game goes on, no doubt.
Absolutely right, Jeremy. First of 1 for Bigham. Misses. That's an uncharacteristic. Moten with the putback. I was just talking about how that was an uncharacteristic miss for Bigham. And then Jordan Moten with the putback out of nowhere. Double team press here. I could tell JV at least a lot of lanky players there. That's a travel called. A lot of lanky players causing a lot of pressure here. You look, Moten, Rogers, Taylor, all of them pretty long wingspan, and so they cover a lot of court on the press. Forces teams to make decisions just like that, just like how you saw there with the travel. Moten, he's gonna go up with it. That's good. Jordan Moten, 6 points. 25 was the projection. 6 points though, so far. Like I was saying earlier, I asked Lamont Bell about the bench, how is it just a Malden thing or not? Because that was right after the Malden game, and he said a lot of the bench will be utilized in the second half of the season, and you've been seeing it a lot with Amari Benson and Amarion Truss, as that shot is good for, believe that it is Lawson Bledsoe with his first 2 as a pass. Bigham for 3. Oh, I thought that went in for a second. From our angle, it looked like that went in and hit nothing but the bottom of the net. Hit the rim though. Belcher with the ball. Passes it to Payne. Payne passes it to Bledsoe. Bledsoe passes it back to Hobbs. Hobbs to Payne. Payne, step back. Oh. Huber now. Huber gonna pass to Belcher. Campbell using a lot, at least on their JV, a lot of Just passing. They pass until they get a good look. Right there was not a good look, but it still works, as that is a bucket. I believe another bucket for Bledsoe. In double coverage, he picked that out. Now, screen by Young. Moten. Kevin Durant-esque shot right there for Jordan Moten. That looked beautiful. The press, Tigers pressing. Another travel. Like I said, I mean, lanky forwards, lanky guards really helped this press for the Tigers, especially so far against Campbell, where they use this, where they try and use their speed to get against the pressure. And a lot of passing, a lot of holding onto the ball for possession. Bigham passes to Taylor. Taylor passes to Moten. Cross court. Moten loses it, and that will be Tiger basketball. 4:24 left. 22-18 is the score. I mean, Caruthersville's JV came out to play, but Campbell's looking a lot. Oh, Faison Taylor with the bucket. 4:20 left in the half. That is terrifying for me. I want to keep my jersey, but I also want to see Faison score 20. Moten passes, or Moten was guarding. Hobbs with the ball. Hayne has it. Hayne pass to Bledsoe. Bledsoe had a wide open shot. That might have been a double dribble, but I believe the ref said that he lost possession for a second.
Wow, they just missed that one.
But ref said he lost possession for a sec. Bigham just using his power there, doesn't make it. Moten almost gets the and one. Moten will go to the line. He has 6 in this quarter already. He has 8 overall in the game.
You know I sound biased sometimes, but that was as clear as a double dribble as I've ever seen in basketball.
As clear as the game double dribble?
You do not want to ever challenge me in double dribble. I'm telling you right now. I lost weeks of my life
in double dribble.
Playing double dribble. Weeks.
Moten misses both of them. 24-20 is still the score with 3.5 left. Something that confused me in the first quarter is the scoreboard said Lions still. And I was wanting to say Tigers Lions, but they edited it to Camels now. They fixed it. Well, I wanted to say Tigers Lions so bad in that first quarter. But the pass to Bledsoe. Bledsoe passes to Payne. Payne's going to shoot that 3. Money! Payne. Kason Payne with the 3. This might be I'm calling good ones back to back. I did South Penn Malden JV. Now I got this one. Seems like it might be a good one. Foster for 3. Misses, but he gets his own rebound. Foster gonna go in the paint. Almost should have got a foul call, I believe. That ball will be off Faison Taylor's hands.
You think maybe Danny was onto something talking about the 3-point shooting of these Camels?
Well, I think our good friend Danny Glass was definitely on something when he said that. And the thing was that he was right. Campbell is doing something that Malden tried to do with their JV. Shoot the 3 ball. And, it's working this game. As that's a timeout called, I believe, for the Camels. 2:47 left to go in the half. 24-23 is our score in this junior varsity action. It's homecoming, folks. Come out, come watch the Bootheel Sports Network. But we got to go to an ad break right now.
Little Pizza Heaven, located at 503 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville, Missouri. You can eat in, take out, or get delivered. So make sure you call them at 573-333-0490 or go by and see Chrissy and the gang. Once again, that's 503 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville, Missouri, where they offer more than great pizza. Little Pizza Heaven, a Caruthersville tradition.
Welcome back to the Bootheel Sports Network. It's junior varsity action here at Caruthersville's homecoming game. Campbell with the ball. They are down 1 to the Tigers in the second quarter. Now, Taylor good defense. That pass all cross court to Belcher. Belcher passes to Hobbs. Hobbs passes to Payne. Payne does not go for the floater. That's going to be a 3 attempted by Lawson. Bledsoe. Oh, with the board. Good board there from Moten. Bigham. I mentioned Foster's on the homecoming court, but Bigham's also on the homecoming court for Princesses. Tigers JV is a hot commodity. That one's a fight. Moten. Jump ball. Gonna stay Tiger ball. There's some questionable action there. It looked like a rugby scrum for a second. That's a Jeremy Abrams classic. He asked in the middle school tournament for a rugby scrum to happen. Young with the ball. He's going to take a fade away. Rebounded by Bigham. Bigham just jumped like a battle toad. And that will be out, and that will be Campbell basketball. Bigham just jumped in the air like a frog trying to get the ball. Inbound will be given to Belcher. Belcher going to slow down. He's calling an ISO, it looks like. Calling an ISO against the Tigers might be a deadly move with their defense. Rogers guarding. That's a screen, but he gets caught in the screen. Tipped away by Bigham. Jordan Moten. It's Moten. Spin. No good. Foster gets the rebound. Foster goes up. He gets a foul call. Whew. What a close call. A good save there by Donzel Foster. Jordan tried some fancy pants moves a little bit. He did a spin move. First free throw for Foster is money. He has his first point of the quarter. A minute 19 left. Caruthersville now with a 2-point lead, 25-23. Can they make it a 3-point lead is the question. And the answer is yes. They can make it a 3-point lead. That pass into Hobbs. Hobbs passes it right back to Belcher. Belcher facilitating. Oh! That's a push on Moten. It kind of. All I'm going to say is it looked like a Best Actor nominee could have been right there for Carson Belcher. Belcher, again with the ball guarded by Moten. Let's see what he can do here. Belcher passes to Hobbs. Hobbs passes to Payne. Payne passes to Anthony. Anthony now. It got back to Campbell. That's a pass to Hobbs. Pass to Anthony for 3. Money. We're tied with 47 seconds to go. Anthony, I don't really know what he was trying to do, cutting the defense like that in that moment. Moten being guarded by Anthony. Caruthersville looks to slow down. Pass. Whoa! I don't want to sound like Tony Romo, but I don't know, Jim. That was. It looked like he tried to lob it up for Donzel Foster, and then it just hit the rim. That was weird. Young going to pass all the way to Bigham. 25 seconds. Caruthersville might just sit on the ball for 25 seconds. I don't know. That looks like what they're trying to do. The last shot. Jordan telling Faison where to go here. Excuse you, Jeremy. 10 seconds now. Bigham being guarded heavily now. That's a screen. Bigham has a wide open man. He doesn't pass it. As Campbell's going to have to shoot. Campbell. Hallie almost caught that.
Nice reception there by the cheerleaders.
Hallie almost caught that. I know it hurt. But with that, it is 26-26 at halftime. The junior varsity action. There's 6 more quarters of basketball after this, and it's getting a little bit chippy, especially at the end there. But we'll be back with stats, halftime, and a little bit of a pregame for homecoming action on the Bootheel Sports Network after a couple of our fine sponsors.
Whether you're competing for the thrill of the game or cheering from the sidelines, the Bank of Missouri is rooting for you every step of the way. We know life is full of ups and downs, That's why our team works to get to know you, to understand your unique needs, and to empower you with the personalized tools and support to reach your goals. So no matter where this season takes you, the Bank of Missouri is a teammate you can count on. Get started at bankofmissouri.com.
Los Portales in Hayti is a proud sponsor of all of your favorite sports teams in the Bootheel, serving lunch specials and delicious dinners 7 days a week. Come in and see Francisco and his friendly staff for great food, fun, and a family-friendly atmosphere. You can dine in or carry out, so call 359-2400 or visit them at 1078 South Washington Street in Hayti, just off of Interstate 55. Los Portales, open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. until 9:30 p.m.
Glowing Hearts In-Home Care Service is an in-home supportive care provider serving the area from locations at 1119 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville and at 511 East Elm in Marston, Missouri. Glowing Hearts has friendly, professional employees who provide home nursing visits along with personal and homemaker services to enable clients to remain at home. There is a difference. See for yourself by calling Glowing Hearts In-Home Care Service in Caruthersville at 922-5056 or in Marston at 643-2537.
Glass Farms, along with Danny Glass, your Pemscott Duncan Electric Co-op Director for District 1, wishes all of the Boot Hill area teams a very successful 2025.
Welcome back to the Boot Hill Sports Network. It is halftime in junior varsity action as the Campbell Camels and the Caruthersville Tigers are tied 26-26. As mentioned, there is 6 quarters left. Homecoming action here in Caruthersville. And with a little bit of a scoring breakdown, a lot has been the same for these two teams. 4 players have scored from each, and the only exception is Campbell's bench has, sort of stepped up a little bit more than Caruthersville's bench as a whole. Donzel Foster has 6, Faison Taylor has 4, Jordan Moten has 8, and Demarion Rogers has 7 in this junior varsity game. While for Campbell, Kason Payne has 8. He leads the way for the Camels. Ethan Anthony also has 8. They lead the way is the better term. Lawson Bledsoe has 6, while Carson Belcher has 4. It's really been a even game so far. It's been neck and neck, tooth and nail throughout this whole game. It's really Campbell's three-point shooting against Caruthersville's inside scoring ability. The thing with Caruthersville is that they are, a multi-dimensional team. They can find any way to score. You see my hand there, hi. They can find any way to score there. Well, Campbell is sort of relying on the three-point, but they will take a mid-range if it matters. Something that to watch out for in this quarter the second half is to see if Demarion Rogers is out for the rest of the game so he can play varsity action, or if he's going to play these 4 quarters and then play 2 in varsity.
Well, if there's one thing we know about Bigham, we know he's athletic as can be. If he wants to play all 8 quarters, I'm not sure what the actual mission rules are, but I think it's allowed.
I think it's 6.
It might be 6. You might be right. That's why we haven't seen him in the second half. But with a 26-all game here, with the junior varsity is on a 4-game winning streak, mind you. After starting out 1-3, they've been on fire. It's going to be interesting to see whether or not Coach Bell goes to Demarion in the second half and does not use him in the varsity game. Or you got to remember, we've got a 12-2 Campbell team that we all have in our top 10s here that'll be taking on a Caruthersville team. Yeah, they're only 8-7, but this is one of the hottest teams in the state, bar none.
Absolutely, Jeremy. And you mentioned our rankings here. We have Campbell in a wide array of places. Like Danny Glass has them at 6. You have them at 9. Mark has them at 9. I have them at 10, and Chris has them at 9. So they're teetering on that lower half, but that doesn't matter when you're 12-2. with a win here, I mean, you don't know where they can shoot up. They might shoot up to 5 next week. And, I mean, a lot of it does really matter on the teams around them, like a Scott City or a South Penn.
I don't know if you caught any of it, but Scott City lost by just 2 points at the buzzer last night against Cape Central. One heck of a game, and just because of the Cape Central, where their class and their rankings, I don't know how far Scott City, because I got them at number 3 this week. I'm not sure how far they can drop after just a 2-point loss at the buzzer against a higher team like that, the higher ranked team and a higher seeded class-wise team. But it was one heck of a game. I don't know if any of you listening tonight got to see it. If not, go back and watch it. Somebody had it streaming, and it was a good one.
I mean, it's really hard to rank a team after that. It's just like Caruthersville at the beginning of the year when they played 4 juggernauts in a row and lost those, but then they came back and, I mean, won against Lake County and won against a few teams. But with that, it's 2-minute warning here, which means that teams are about to get back on the court. As you can see, both teams are back on the court, but we'll be back with junior varsity action. The third quarter action of this neck-and-neck ball game. Tigers, Camels, oh my!
We're for agriculture. For growers, doers, whatever it takers. We're for doing things with purpose. We're for the little guy with big guy dreams. We're for agriculture. We're for you. Nutrien Ag Solutions, leading the field.
Hey, if you want a truck or a real fine car, Faulkner Auto Sales can get you cruising in any style. If Faulkners don't have it, they can get it. And if they can't get it, it's not even made. Go see Dwayne and Kevin at Faulkner Auto Sales on Truman Boulevard in Caruthersville or call 573-333-3800. And remember, if Faulkner's is not on the back of your vehicle, it damn sure ought to be.
Just like our sponsor says, if Faulkner's ain't on the back of your vehicle like it is on mine, damn sure ought to be. Well, on that note, we got a second half of junior varsity action. And who knows, we might have some overtime action with the way these two teams are playing. It's 26-26. Tigers, Camels are tied. And I believe Campbell will inbound to start this. They will also get the possession arrow to start this quarter, start the half and the quarter. As we are, give me a drum roll, please. Really waiting for this ref just to pass the ball to Mayberry, who inbounds, and we're underway into the second half. Belcher with the ball. Belcher was, playing really good in the first quarter. Was silent on the scoring side, but was still integral to some assists as he pump fakes Taylor, goes across the baseline. That's a 3 for Campbell, and that's good. That is another 3 for Ethan Anthony. He has 11, first double-digit score of the game for either team. Now Foster with the ball. I believe Bigham is out. That's a 3 missed by Moten. Lockridge is in the game. Josiah Lockridge is in the game for the first time, I believe, the season for junior varsity. Means Bigham is confirmed out, especially with the losses of Tillman and Hodges there. As that's a 3 for Anthony. Missed, rebounded by Young, and here's a fast break opportunity. He slows. That was the ball hit the backcourt. That's a push. I don't know how they didn't see the ball hit the backcourt there. That was clear as day for me, and I'm trying to pay attention to the ball.
Well, now we're even because they missed one on them earlier, the double dribble.
Eye for an eye. Shout out Rey Mysterio. 3-point lead for the Camels with 5:43. Let's pass to Lockridge. Lockridge now. Hop step, misses. Moten gets the putback. Tigers scoring is underway. It's 28-29. Now driving in, Campbell. That's a travel. That might be the 6th travel today on the Camel. They are traveling from the Peach Capital of Missouri all the way to, Fulton County, Kentucky. Moten take the inbound. He'll pass it to Foster. Foster gonna dart one. Almost took off a couple of the fans' heads there with how fast that ball was thrown. Out of bounds, and it'll be Camel basketball. That's just that's just sloppy. Moten now spinning. What was that? Foster fouled. What a couple errors there. First of all, fastball from Donzel Foster, and then the ball hitting Jackson Hobbs in the back of the head. This is confusing. Foster, free throw, no good. That's all right. That's all right. Still 29-28. That is the 3rd foul on Ethan Anthony. That's their key shooter. He has 2 fouls left. And that one is missed, but rebounded by, there's a fight. Lockridge nearly got that. That one passed to Hobbs. Not going to get hit in the head with that one. Passes to Belcher. Belcher now calling some plays, trying to see what can happen. There's someone wide open. It's Anthony. Couldn't tell. I couldn't see him in that corner. My peripheral was messed up there. That pass back to Anthony in the corner. The much taller Taylor was on him. He might attempt that shot, but Taylor has a high chance of blocking that. As that's stolen by Young. Fast break opportunity for the Tigers. 2-on-1. He makes it. And the crowd just erupted for that. It's 30-29. We are getting packed here at Joe Parkinson. It is getting a little stuffy in here. It's getting a little hot. Don't like that idea. Pass to the corner. That is to Belcher. Belcher passes to Mayberry. Mayberry is trapped, but he gets it out to Hobbs. Might try bounce passes with Hobbs for the rest of the game. Hobbs is wide open in the paint, too. I don't know what they were doing there. That one is Mayberry. Mayberry's going to take it and fouled on the floor. I believe that's a foul on Lockridge, his first of the game. First of the half of the Tigers. 30-29, less than 4 minutes to go. 3:51 to be exact. Now Lockridge will guard Belcher. That means Mayberry guarded by Moten. That's a switch there. Go for a double team the Tigers are, but Lockridge backs off as that's another travel. Might be a Paducah by now. They're going to Kentucky.
Well, I tell you, this is the closest game the Caruthersville JV has had in quite some time. This might be a wake-up call for them.
Oh, it certainly is. Campbell came out and punched him in the mouth. And, Caruthersville has withstanded that, but, you're still only up by 1 to a team where you have, a little bit of better record, as that one is Campbell basketball. Campbell, this JV, is 5-4 with 1 forfeit this year. Good. That's a good record. Over 500, but I believe Caruthersville is 6-3, 6-4 maybe. That pass, Young gets faked on the pass. Now Moten guarding Anthony. Campbell's coach is getting frustrated with how many times players are getting left on an island. Pass. Anthony with the ball. Anthony passes to Mayberry. Mayberry to Hobbs. To Belcher. Belcher fakes the pass. Anthony is coming hot there. Anthony now. This is like 30 seconds of clock that they just chewed here in the third quarter. This might turn bad. Oh, that's a hop step. It's blocked by Lockridge. Lockridge pass to Moten. Moten out of bounds, and Campbell basketball. Caruthersville just can't seem to, I don't know how to word it. They just can't seem to really maximize the opportunities they get. They could be up by 10 right now with all the turnovers they're forcing. That's a pass, or the ball was tipped. Mayberry got it. Anthony up for 2. No good. Rebounded by Moten. Moten spin moves. Another spin move. Pass to Young accidentally, I'm sure, as Anthony looked. That ball hit Hobbs in the face again. That's a pass to Anthony for 3. No good. Rebounded by Foster. Foster now behind the back, and just getting a little bit too fancy, the Tigers are. I like the double spin move, but you gotta lay it off a little bit. Just a little bit. So, now Payne with the ball. Payne. I noticed Campbell has Jordan jerseys. Not a lot of teams have Jordan brand jerseys in this area. That one passed down. Young guarding. That could have been a travel. That's going to be a foul on Moten. Moten has his hands up saying, I didn't touch him. But that will be 2 at the line. Let's see if the ball lies or not here. I don't think that was a foul. Let's see if the ball agrees. But does not agree with me. Ball don't lie. 30-30. 1:25 to go in the third quarter. Got a good one brewing here. 31-30. That's 2 for Mayberry, his first 2 of the game. Ooh. And a noise I don't want to make ever again. That's a travel called on Moten. Obviously I didn't see it, but looked clear as day to Jeremy.
I just feel like the Tigers are playing a little bit flat right now. They need something to spark their offense and need something quick.
Potentially a steal here could really spark this team, or a block, or a travel, anything. I don't know. That's a pass in the paint. That's not going to help. As Taylor slaps the arm. I thought I heard an arm get hit, but if everyone's acting like it was all ball, then I'm going to say it's all ball. Campbell is doing something I really don't see a lot. They have 3 people back deep here. I'm commentating this like it's a football game. That's the first free throw. It's no good. But like I said, Campbell has 3 people deep. Now it's just 2 people, but they have 3 people deep for potentially a Donzel Foster pass. The second one is good for Belcher. His first of the quarter. Under a minute to go, 32-30. Pass to Taylor all the way down court. He misses over the back on that. The second foul on Josiah Lockridge. Now, that was, really makes you think, doesn't it? 32-30, 45 seconds to go. Moten now guarding Belcher. Belcher almost gets the ball stolen away. Moten's just going to guard the perimeter all night, it feels like. Belcher fakes the shot, drives past a little bit. Nice little scroll. Huber with the ball. He passes to Mayberry. Campbell's going to attempt, possibly unless they get a good look at the last shot, which I got to respect it, but I see Belcher now driving in, guarded by Foster. That's a pass to Bali. As that one's stolen away. Taylor, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Foster's got to put up some. Pass to Moten for 3, no good. That was not the look that you really want there, going off of one leg like that. It looked like Alfred Şengün from the Rockets trying to go for a fadeaway. But that will take us to the fourth quarter. Camels lead Tigers 32-30 here in this junior varsity game.
Life is a balancing act, but banking doesn't have to be. First State Community Bank's new digital banking fits seamlessly into your lifestyle, putting you in control of your finances more conveniently than ever, so you can bank on your terms and your time. With credit monitoring, card controls, and sharing tools all at your fingertips, it might be time to celebrate. With First State Community Bank, banking is always in motion. Simplify your life and explore our digital banking today.
Welcome back to the Bootheel Sports Network. It's Charlie Duckworth Duckworth. I messed up my own last name. Along with Jeremy Abrams. I mean, 32-30. The Camels have came out and, like I said last quarter, kind of just swung against the Tigers, and it's worked. It's really worked tonight. Lockridge will take the inbound, and I'm going to assume it's going to go to Foster unless something changes here. Yeah, it will go to Foster. No way. Foster. Tigers got I'd say a run right now would be perfect if they want to win. Moten, I mean, a good start to the quarter would be a run here. Moten passes to Taylor, who passes to Foster. Foster's going to attempt a two. No good. Young fouled. But finally, call goes Caruthersville's way tonight. I don't want to sound like a homer, but a couple of these calls have been confusing, to say the least, especially in that last quarter. That's going to be a foul on Mayberry. Mayberry will go sit. Young guarded heavily. He passes to Foster. Foster's at the key. He's going to run to the wing. He passes to Moten. Moten travels at. He makes the shot, but he traveled. Looked like he got fouled. That's all I can say.
Yeah, but the little things are hurting the Tigers right now, and there's only 6.5 to go to fix them.
Absolutely right, Jeremy. I mean, it's these little things. The defense has gotten a little bit soft. Because, I mean, a lot of it does have to be shown on the calls. Why the defense is getting soft is that's going to be out on Campbell. Okay. Well, the defense is getting a little soft. There isn't soft defense. But the Tigers are really just hoping that Campbell makes a mental error right now, or doesn't remember to guard when they should be just trying to score at will. And that's a three for Foster, no good. Rebounded by the Camels, rebounded by Payne. Payne passes to Bledsoe. Bledsoe's going to drive. He's going to pass to Anthony. Anthony, oh, pass deflected. Pass deflected by Faison Taylor there.
I don't know if Taylor or Moten got more of a hand on it, but there was a lot of fingers on that one.
I think there was about 10 fingers on that one. I think both of them got it. Now Anthony with the ball, or Belcher with the ball. Belcher going to pass to Payne. That was a rocket of a throw there. Pass to Bledsoe. Bledsoe now. Bledsoe's going to drive. Pass to Belcher. Belcher with up for two. That's just at the bottom of the net. Now Moten with the ball. Moten dribbling up. I think another thing that really hurt the Tigers is the loss of DeMarion Rogers in the second half. That's a three for Taylor. No good. Tipped by Lockridge to Moten. That's fine when it goes in, but you can't just try tipping everything. Can't be like Mike Jones. Can't just still be tipping. I thought that was funny. As that ball stolen away. What was that? Someone's getting a little angry here. Someone might have just yelled it's a backcourt. 34-20 or 34-32.
We have some enthusiastic fans in front of us.
I think there's an enthusiastic fan right beside me. That one up, that's going to be a foul. That's, I mean, ticky-tack foul, but it's going to be a foul. I think that's a foul on Moten. No, that's a foul on Young. That's his second of the game. First free throw for Belcher. Good. Belcher missed a free throw. Oh, yeah, he did. He missed one in the last quarter. Am I asking if he's missed a free throw? I feel like I've just seen him at the line a lot tonight. 35-32, 4:41 left. This 4-point lead now. This is a frustrating half for the JV Tigers, especially that third quarter switch there. Foster gonna pass all the way. Anthony, oh, head topped him. Now Moten's gonna go all the way. He gets the call. 36-32, he can make it. 36-34 if he hits both of them. But it's getting a little sloppy for the Tigers. A little is an understatement, but it's getting sloppy. Sloppy. The first for Moten. Foul was on Huber. It's missed. Okay. Oh, you can make it a 3-point game now. For Thistle. Second, that's a lane violation. I mean, it goes, but that's a lane violation on 23. That's Belcher. But
how can you not call that?
No,
he was all the way inside of the paint.
No, the ref did, and then he did a fist and then went.
You've got to
be
kidding me on that one.
I don't know, but he punched his heart out towards the Campbell coaches. Timeout called for the Camels as it's 36-33. I mean, we still got 4 minutes on the clock, and we got an ad to run for the Bootheel Sports Network. It is 36-33. Camels lead the Tigers. We'll be back after this.
Great food and electrifying atmosphere and entertaining people. Come on in to Home Plate Bar and Grill, located at 1710 State Highway 84 in Hayti, Missouri. No matter if it's high noon or closing time, it's never too late to slide in to Home Plate.
Hey, are you doing a jailhouse rock and would much rather be having a house party? You can call Moss Bell Bonds at 573-359-4935 or 573-333-2916. They're available 24 hours a day. Also having a payment plan and credit cards accepted. You can make bail 1 minute from jail. Freedom loss, call Moss.
I think Greg Moss can help save the Tigers from these refs.
Well, if the refs keep missing some calls, they're going to go to jail for stealing, so they can call Greg Moss.
Freedom loss, call Moss. Now Moten guarding Belcher. Belcher's going to go. Stolen by Lockridge. Lockridge has Foster all the way down court. Foster, that's good. The Tigers, that might be the spark they need. 36-35. Just got to hope Campbell plays a little sloppy here. That is Hobbs. He passes to Payne. Payne almost gets stripped. Payne Euro. One hand floater, no good. Rebound, Moten. We got ourselves a ball game again, folks. Cardiac Tigers. Cardiac Caruthersville. I already got a name. Three, no good. Rebounded by Payne. I said it earlier. I think Demarion Rogers being out for the second half hurt the Tigers, and especially not having a bench hurt the Tigers. That's a three for Anthony. No good. Rebounded by Lockridge. Lockridge gets the ball after he got punched out by Foster. That's out on the Tigers. They say it hit the knee of Lockridge. Who knows? It could have went either way. Inbound for the Camels. Now, Moten guarding Belcher. That's intercepted nearly by Young. Young, that's a shot for Anthony. No good. Rebounded by Taylor. The Tigers need to capitalize off these mistakes that Campbell's making. It's been the story of this game. They really haven't been able to capitalize off these mistakes. That's a pass to Lockridge. He passes it. Might have been Moten, might have been Young. Moten gets the call. That was a very clear, give me the call, please. Layup if I've ever seen one. No attempt to really get into the hoop.
No, you couldn't be any more right about that, and that could be something the Tigers need. That's senior, not senior leadership, but athletic leadership by Moten.
That's sophomore leadership. The first free throw. Good for Moten. Moten.
Well, let's start all over, all tied up.
36-36, 2.5. Tigers cannot take the lead. Thought they were going to call a foul on Young there for reaching in, but they don't. Luckily, Belcher being guarded by Moten. This is a good matchup that they have when they put Moten on Belcher. Moten's been really able to stop his facilitating. That's a floater up. That's just Lawson Bledsoe with a good floater. Foster. Now, 2 minutes flat on the clock. See what can happen here. Foster, he's going to go all the way. It's good. Foster, DJ, 38-38. 1:48 on the clock. The 8s are everywhere right now. Young guarding Belcher close. Moten going for a double team here on Hobbs. That might be a walk. That might have been a walk. That's going to be 2 for Bledsoe. It is 40-38 now. Camels lead. Walkeridge passes to Foster. Foster goes up. Hey, Foster! What? Have a last minute, Donzel. 13 in the game. He has 6 of it in this half alone. Pass to Anthony. Passes it to Payne. That's a wide open Belcher. That's money. I don't know why Belcher's wide open there. That's a 3. He has 12 on the night. The pass to Moten. Moten's going to shoot a 3 in response, and he gets a foul. He will shoot 3.
Gotta have 2 out of 3 for sure. And if you miss that last one, gotta get the rebound.
All the Tigers' pain this game could be alleviated with just 3 free throws for Jordan Moten. The first one for Moten. Good. Ooh. That one was close. I sounded like Rick Ross there for a second. Whoa. This isn't Valley, Jeremy. Second free throw. No good. That one hurts. That one hurts. Gotta make sure to play defense and force Campbell into an uncomfortable spot now. Second free throw, or third free throw for Moten. 2 out of 3. I mean, that's also a timeout call. Moten has 6. Foster has 6 in these quarters alone. It's been a thriller in Joe Parkinson. We got a 30-second timeout. That means we got a 30-second ad break here on the Bootheel Sports Network.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Welcome back to Joe Parkinson Gymnasium. 52.2 left in this junior varsity game. Tigers down 1 to the Camels, 43-42. Charlie Duckworth joined alongside Jeremy Abrams, the voice of the Tigers. And
Charlie, do you foul right here?
I mean, my analytical brain, you foul automatically here. I mean, he's got to. Issue is you only have 1 foul. That is an issue, because that means that you'll have to commit, I believe, 2 fouls. But they're going to press. They're going to press. They strip it. They try to foul. They call it jump ball, but it's Tiger basketball. 42.8 on the clock, 43-42. The Tigers have a shot. They're not dead yet. This game. Woo! This game Foster, 40 seconds left now. See what the Tigers can cook up here. Foster's going to pass to Moten. Moten driving in. He's going to go up, and it's good! Jordan Moten, have yourself a quarter. 9-point quarter for Moten. Lockridge was foul on the floor. Foul on the floor. 21.8. It'll be free throws. I was wrong. I guess the other foul. I mean, they missed the travel, but. Oh no, they're inbounded. The player was at the line, and they got into their free throw routine. Campbell's coach is yelling, timeout. 21.8 on the clock. They're in the 44-43 here in the Joe Parkinson Gymnasium. We'll be back with some action after this.
Has your home renovation project got you down in the dumps with nowhere to put the junk? Well, give Tri-State Roll-Off Dumpsters a call at 573-359-8023. Locally owned and operated by Brad Jones and Tyler Brooks. Tri-State Roll-Off Dumpster LLC offers 20, 30, and 40-yard dumpsters, 7 to 30-day rentals, and long-term commercial contracts, serving Southeast Missouri, Northeast Arkansas, and West Tennessee. Once again, that's Tri-State Roll-Off Dumpsters at 573-359-8023.
Welcome back to Joe Parkinson Gymnasium, as we have a thriller, not in Manila, in Caruthersville. Junior varsity action, 21.8, 44-43. The Tigers need a key stop here, if anything. I mean, they could foul and hope for Campbell to miss a free throw and try and get the board, but Campbell can get some offensive boards. Inbound will be taken by Bledsoe. He'll inbound it. Stolen by Moten. Moten with the ball. He gets fouled. The Caruthersville Tigers, 19.3 seconds left. What is going on?
What a steal. That's all I can say. What a steal.
This game is crazy. What a steal by Moten there. Show him some football characteristics. Maybe get on the field a little bit. Moten, first free throw. No good. Oh. Can't have that right there. Got to make one. Second free throw for Moten. No good either. 19 seconds. Tigers got to do something here. They got to have some defense. That's a pass to Anthony. Timeout, Campbell. 12.8 on the clock. And we'll stay here, folks. What a turn of about 30 seconds in game time. Tigers look down and out just 30 seconds ago. And some crucial plays. Jordan Moten as a whole. Crucial moments for him. Even, missed those two free throws, but you still never know. 35 seconds left on this timeout. Jeremy, what have you seen in this last minute that have shown anything to you?
You got to play smart. You got to play smart, and you've got to block out on both sides of the court. You've got to block out. If Campbell misses a shot, they're going to foul. You know that. They're immediately going to foul and send someone to the line. So free throws and just smart basketball right now. This is it. There's going to be just under 20 seconds when we get back to play. Tigers up by 1. This is what it's all about, Charlie, and I'm pretty sure this is the closest game you've called this entire season.
It's the closest game I've ever called, Jeremy.
Well, the spotlight's yours, my friend. Let's do this, Caruthersville. It's homecoming.
12.8 left in this game. Campbell down 1 to the Tigers. They're going to run football routes a little bit. The flat, 10 seconds left. That is Belcher with the ball. Belcher going to pass to Anthony. Anthony going to Belcher. He's going to have to go up for one. No good. Tigers win. Oh, Campbell hit. Wait, charge. They just call a charge. Tigers win! Tigers win! They called a charge! Tigers win!
And the game is over. The game
Tigers
is over.
win on a charge!
The buzzer hit, but no matter what, they called a charge. This game is over.
What a game!
They're going to talk it over, but this game's over, folks.
Tigers win! Tigers win! 44-43.
That's the final buzzer.
That's it! What a win on homecoming for the junior varsity Tigers! Oh my gosh! What a game!
They were on their feet.
We have 4 quarters of basketball left, and I don't know if it could be better than what we just saw. Wow! I'm in shock at what we just saw. My stomach is hurting from how much excitement I have.
What a game. Tigers win by 1 in homecoming. And if that's just the start, we still got another game to go, Charlie.
We still got another game. We got a queen to crown, too. Don't forget about that. It's homecoming. We have a queen to crown.
Well, let's let them clean up the court, get ready for that, hear from some sponsors. You get ready for some stats and come back and close out this game for us.
Yes, sirree, baby.
Affordable buildings of Caruthersville and Hayti offer rent-to-own utility sheds, lofted barns, cabins.
Little Pizza Heaven, located at 503 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville, Missouri. You can eat in, take out, or get delivered. So make sure you call them at 573-333-0490 or go by and see Chrissy and the gang. Once again, that's 503 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville, Missouri, where they offer more than great pizza. Little Pizza Heaven, a Caruthersville tradition.
Whether you're competing for the thrill of the game or cheering from the sidelines, the Bank of Missouri is rooting for you every step of the way. We know life is full of ups and downs. That's why our team works to get to know you, to understand your unique needs, and to empower you with the personalized tools and support to reach your goals. So no matter where this season takes you, the Bank of Missouri is a teammate you can count on. Get started at bankofmissouri.com.
Los Portales in Hayti is a proud sponsor of all of your favorite sports teams in the Bootheel. Serving lunch specials and delicious dinners 7 days a week. Come in and see Francisco and his friendly staff for great food, fun, and a family-friendly atmosphere. You can dine in or carry out, so call 359-2400 or visit them at 1078 South Washington Street in Hayti, just off of Interstate 55. Los Portales, open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. until 9:30 p.m.
Welcome back to the warm metropolis of Caruthersville, Missouri. As what a final for junior varsity action. 44-43. Caruthersville wins on a buzzer-beating charge. I don't think I've ever seen a buzzer-beating charge.
I know I haven't.
But what a thriller we had here. And just look at the scoring just a little bit. It is 14 points for Moten, 12 points for Foster, 7 points for Rogers. He didn't even play that second half, and 2 points for Young to clear out the scoring. 43 for the Tigers, 10 for Lawson Bledsoe, 11 for Ethan Anthony, 8 for Carson Belcher, and 2 for Xander Mayberry. What a game, as they're announcing the homecoming candidates and talking about homecoming festivities as a whole right now.
And folks, what we're going to do here, we're going to keep the homecoming coronation live as long as we can. As I put a note on Facebook earlier, should they play any music that's copyrighted, we are not allowed to broadcast that over our airwaves, over our stream. So we will have to mute it, but we will keep the camera on the floor and give you updates. anytime we can. But again, if they start any kind of music, we will have to mute our microphones. Well, there you have it. Unfortunately, you couldn't hear the audio, but we do have our homecoming princesses and queens. And Charlie, you go to school with these folks here, so why don't you give us the names real quickly of our princess escort and our queen and her escort?
Well, the princess was Sophie Kate Strawn with Donzel Foster as her escort. Freshman connection there. And the queen was Layla Robinson, and Jermonte Alexander was her escort. Can we add another thing to Monte's resume?
I mean, why not? He does it enough himself. Why can't we just add one more? So the escort of the 2025 Caruthersville Homecoming Queen basketball style. And once again, congratulations to all the contestants and escorts. Beautiful little ceremony. Lots of people on hand, and hopefully they stick around for a basketball game. I don't know if it can live up to the hype of the last one, but I got a feeling the 12-2 Campbells and the 8-7 but white and red hot Tigers coming up here in just about 10 minutes. I can't wait.
Absolutely, Jeremy. I mean, this Campbell team took a bump last week against Hayti and stood strong. They're 12-2. This Caruthersville team is the hottest they've been, since last year. And just an anecdote I want to add. You remember December 5th, 2023? Remember that day at all?
December 5th, 2023.
Remember that date?
I'm going to say yes, but let you tell the other people who have forgotten.
Well, 13 months ago, the Caruthersville Tigers were kicked out of the Bootheel Conference.
Okay, yes.
And now, on December 5th, and now 13 months later, if they win this game, they are regular season champions of the Bootheel Conference once again, and they will go on to be the 1 seed on February 1st, I believe, through the 7th of the Bootheel Conference tournament.
I mean, that says it all. There's really no other way to say it. Caruthersville wins this game. They will be the number 1 seed, winners of the Bootheel Conference tournament, the tournament that they were kicked out of. We all know the story. We're not going to beat a dead horse with that. But Caruthersville basketball is back, and it's back in a big way. The first time of the season after the win against the St. Hornersville Lions, the Tigers are above 500. But not only that, and like I talked about on Shooting Hoops in the Boot Sunday night on our podcast, you take away those first 4 games that we talked about. You take those games away, the Tigers are 8-3. And yeah, and they had back-to-back that we can agree on losses that they should not have lost. I hate to use the term gave up, but they were winning those ball games and just didn't hold on in the fourth quarter.
Absolutely, Jeremy. Obion County, Notre Dame. These games, the Tigers just looked dejected in. And honestly, it was disappointing then. Morale was low, and to me, morale was low around here because we didn't know. You know, they were 4-7 at that point, 4-6. Then they got the 7th loss in Manila, but we really just didn't know. And then now they stormed back since Christmas or since New Year's, 3-0. Malden demolished. South Pim.
10-point win.
Went into their trap, took over their trap. Monte had 40 that game. Then Zenith came back home for the first time since Portageville.
And absolutely dominated.
And dominated that game.
Yep.
And now they're 5-0 in conference. They have a chance of winning the conference regular season tonight. Homecoming. How can this game get any bigger for the Tigers?
You can't write a better script than the one we have before us tonight. Now, before we get too excited about the Tigers and the way they're playing, but rightfully so, a look back at what the Camels have done this season. They are 12-2, and they're in the top 10 in all of our rankings for a reason. Their only losses, their first loss, they started out 0-1, but we talked about this team, Overton from Memphis, Tennessee.
Overton is a big school. Not as big as, obviously, like Bartlett and a few schools out there, Whitehaven, but it's sizable.
Not necessarily a school you're going to size up with every year.
Oh,
you're not going to put them on your schedule, especially later in the season.
If you're Caruthersville, you're not going, I want to schedule Overton for December 17th.
Well, then Campbell goes on this massive winning streak. Didn't know if they were going to lose, and then it was our love-hate relationship, our best friends and our worst enemies from just about 3 miles away, the Hayti Indians. They handed them their second loss.
I wouldn't say they're my best friends, Jeremy.
That's what I said. It's a love-hate relationship.
I don't love them. I don't love Hayti.
We love them, and we love to hate them because they're our rival. They're
Yeah, well, yeah, I love
Tigers'
to hate them,
rival.
of course, yeah, but
And we're going to see them Saturday morning.
well, I'm not going to see them.
Battle of the Bootheel Saturday morning. But before we get there, we got to get through the Camels. That game's coming up here in about 5 minutes. So we're going to get all reset. We're going to switch seats. We're going to switch jobs, positions. I'm going to have the call on the varsity game, and Charlie's going to have the work with the camera and the commercials. And I'm sure, per the norm, Charlie will be chiming in with his quick wit all throughout the varsity game.
I will be chiming in with anything I can think of, Jeremy. Better get ready for the questions.
I'm ready. We're still about 5 minutes away, folks. Don't go anywhere. We're going to swap it up here, and Charlie's going to take over on the computer. I'll be back on the mic. We'll be back for varsity action between the 8-7 Tigers, the 12-2 Campbell. Folks, it's homecoming. Come right back and see us.
Has your home renovation project got you down in the dumps with nowhere to put the junk? Well, give Tri-State Roll-Off Dumpsters a call at 573-359-8023. Locally owned and operated by Brad Jones and Tyler Brooks. Tri-State Roll-Off Dumpster LLC offers 20, 30, and 40-yard dumpsters, 7 to 30-day rentals, and long-term commercial contracts, serving Southeast Missouri, Northeast Arkansas, and West Tennessee. Once again, that's Tri-State Roll-Off Dumpsters at 573-359-8023.
Little Pizza Heaven, located at 503 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville, Missouri. You can eat in, take out, or get delivered. So make sure you call them at 573-333-0490 or go by and see Chrissy and the gang. Once again, that's 503 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville, Missouri, where they offer more than great pizza. Little Pizza Heaven, a Caruthersville tradition. Hey, if you want a truck or a real fine car, Faulkner Auto Sales can get you cruising in any style. If Faulkners don't have it, they can get it. And if they can't get it, it's not even made. Go see Dwayne and Kevin at Faulkner Auto Sales on Truman Boulevard in Caruthersville or call 573-333-3800. And remember, if Faulkner's is not on the back of your vehicle, it damn sure ought to be.
Los Portales in Hayti is a proud sponsor of all of your favorite sports teams in the Bootheel. Serving lunch specials and delicious dinners 7 days a week. Come in and see Francisco and his friendly staff for great food, fun, and a family-friendly atmosphere. You can dine in or carry out, so call 359-2400 or visit them at 1078 South Washington Street in Hayti, just off of Interstate 55. Los Portales, open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. until 9:30 p.m.
Glowing Hearts In-Home Care Service is an in-home supportive care provider serving the area from locations at 1119 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville and at 511 East M in Marston, Missouri. Glowing Hearts has friendly, professional employees who provide home nursing visits along with personal and homemaker services to enable clients to remain at home. There is a difference. See for yourself by calling Glowing Hearts In-Home Care Service in Caruthersville at 922-5056 or in Marston at 643-2537.
Glass Farms, along with Danny Glass, your Pemscott Duncan Electric Co-op Director for District 1, wishes all of the Boot Hill area teams a very successful 2025.
Whether you're competing for the thrill of the game or cheering from the sidelines, the Bank of Missouri is rooting for you every step of the way. We know life is full of ups and downs, That's why our team works to get to know you, to understand your unique needs, and to empower you with the personalized tools and support to reach your goals. So no matter where this season takes you, the Bank of Missouri is a teammate you can count on. Get started at bankofmissouri.com.
Well, we are back and we are ready for Varsity Hoops. I'm Jeremy Abrams with the Bootheel Sports Network, and we're ready for a good one. We got the 12-2 Campbells against the 8-7 Tigers. Both these teams have gone on some hot streaks. The Tigers of late have been unstoppable. We'll see if that continues here tonight. I'm joined alongside, as you heard earlier, Charlie Duckworth. He's right next to me. He'll be joining in. I'll have the play-by-play as we're announcing the Campbell starters right now. As the Tigers are going to be announced now. Looks like the starters, we've got Caden Mayberry, Ben Boland, Drew Fowler, and let's see, I see Cannon Siebert for the Camels. And one more I'll get to here in a minute. For the Tigers, Colby Sargent, Jermonte Alexander. Bigham is back after sitting out the second half of the junior varsity game. Demarion Rogers, Sammy Bryant. And we're getting ready to go. And, of course, Quan McVeigh. I'm not going to leave him out. Quan was a little bit quiet in the game against Caruthersville, but he sure caught fire. We know whenever he gets hot beyond the arc, you can just about put the game away. So for the Camels, it's going to be Caden Mayberry at the tip. He'll go up against Bigham, Demarion Rogers. Sometimes Sargent, sometimes Rogers. This time it's going to be Demarion. And we're going to be underway for 8-minute quarters between two really good teams in the Bootheel. Tip is up and it's won by Campbell. It'll be it'll be Siebert to bring it up for the Camels. Dishes it off to the corner, driving, baseline, shot up and good. So 2 points for Siebert. Layden Kellum is the other starter. Now it's Sammy Bryant up to Sargent. Sargent at the top. He's got Alexander back up top. McVeigh, Sammy McVeigh. Tigers going to move the ball around. Now a shot put up for three, no good. That was Alexander. He gets his own rebound. McVeigh thought about the three. He's going to drive it, dish it off, and have it stolen. Going the other way for the Camels. Here's Siebert. Siebert's going to put up a shot high off the glass, no good. Ball knocked away into the hands of McVeigh. Bryant on a one-on-one off the glass and up and in. Sammy's got two and we're tied. And here come the Campbells. Long pass down to a wide open man underneath the rim. Shot up and good off the glass. That's Boland for 2. Here's a 3 from Sammy, no good. And a rebound by the Camels. Sammy with a heat check, not there yet. He'll find it. Here's a pass down to the corner. That's Fowler. He's going to get rid of it, kick it back out to the corner. So fast-paced game as we get underway. Here's Kellum with the ball. Kellum to Boland. Back out to the top. Here's a 3. Put up. Too strong. No good from the hands of Mayberry. And the Tigers come down with it. Alexander brings it back the other way. 4-2 ball game in favor of Campbell just in the start of the first quarter. Pass out to McVeigh for 3. Got it! An early 3 for McVeigh, and that's a good sign for the Tigers. Long pass all the way down the court, a fake shot, then put up off the glass and good. That's Boland. He puts the Camels right back on top by 1. So back and forth we go. Again, I was told the Camels can fall in love with the 3 ball, but so far they've been working the ball down underneath the rim to success. It's been the Tigers who've been shooting the 3. McVeigh's already made 1. McVeigh now gets the pass down low, shot put up, and last touch as it goes out of bounds, I believe it went off of Rogers. That's Campbell basketball. So 6-5 here in the first quarter. Pretty clean game so far, just very fast. Campbell's bringing it up, had it stolen by Rogers. He finds McVeigh, gets rid of it to Bryant, up and in. The assist from McVeigh as Sammy has 2 more. He's got 4 in the quarter. Tigers back on top. At the top is Kellum. He'll pass it. Boland to the top to Fowler. Now driving it, getting rid of it, but off the hands. Pass was too strong, went off the hands of Boland. Kellum put a little bit too much mustard on that one, and the Tigers have it. McVeigh will give it to Alexander. Tigers up by 1 as they bring it up here at homecoming 2025 in Caruthersville, the Joe Parkinson Gymnasium. Ball's at the top to Sargent. Kicks it out to Germonte. Sammy gives it down low to Sargent in the corner. Back out to McVeigh, a long 3. This time no good. Rebounded by Boland, and we'll have our first foul of the game. I believe that'll be against Alexander. 4:44 remaining in the first quarter. Tigers with an early 1-point lead. On the inbounds, and now it looks like the Tigers will bring up a little bit of that press, soft press. It's Kellum against McVeigh. Kellum drives, lost the ball, but it's taken away, and now a shot is blocked by McVeigh, but they're going to call a foul on it. Should be a shooting foul and send Mayberry to the stripe. So our second foul of the game. And Mayberry ties it up. That's his first bucket of the game from the charity stripe, 7-all. Second shot. No good. Rebounded by the Tigers, so we're knotted up at 7. Alexander to bring it up. Germonte to McVeigh. Out to Bigham. Bigham's going to drive, get rid of it, back to Alexander. He's going to go all the way up and in, but a blocking foul down low as Alexander picks up Mayberry, who was there for the block. That'll send Germonte to the stripe. 4:16 remaining in the first quarter. Alexander makes his first. That gives him his first point of the game. Second shot up, bounces around, no good, and the Camels have it. So the Tigers lead by 1. Long pass, that goes to Kellum. Kellum is going to drive, puts on the brakes, gets his own rebound, puts a shot back up, and he's fouled and 1. That gives the Camels a 1-point lead. And the Tigers will bring it up after the second shot. No good. Still a 1-point game. Tigers trail. McVeigh. And now a quick pull-up. Jumper good from Bigham. Rogers for 2 points. And back and forth we go. The Tigers back up by 1. Here's Kellum bringing it up. Gets to the stripe and passes it. That goes out to Fowler. He gets rid of it. Gives it to the other Fowler. Clear that up in just a second. Shot up. No good. Tipped out. Rebounded by the Camels. Kellum puts it back up. Bounces in and out. Fight for the rebound. It's still loose. Picked up by Kellum. He's going baseline. Shot up. No good. A little floater, and the Tigers come down with it. Alexander going the other way. Long pass to Sammy for 3. No good. Off the front of the rim. As McVeigh hits the floor, Kellum's going to drive it coast to coast. Had his shot blocked, but they're going to call a goaltend. The athleticism of the Tigers to get down there and block the shot, but it was on its way down. That's a goaltend. So give Kellum 2 points and give the Camels a 1-point lead. Tigers bring it up. It's Alexander from the top. Alexander thought about it. Gives it off to McVeigh. Pass down low to Bigham, and a foul in the paint. This will be on the floor, so the Tigers will take it out of bounds underneath their own rim. Here's a shot for 3, no good. But the Tigers fighting for the inbounds, and they're going to say Moten was the last to touch it. And the Camels on the inbounds facing the defense of the Tigers. Fowler passes it. Up to Kellum. Bounce pass down low. See who got it. That was a quick pass. It was Siebert putting it up for 2. And now the Tigers bringing it up. Watch your back, Germonte. He gets it up clean. Long pass over to McVeigh for 3. Not good, but a rebound by Sammy. Sammy's going to drive, put up a floater. Short. Ball's loose. Rebounded by Sammy. He kicks it out to Germonte. Germonte from the top. Driving. Shot up. And in and 1. Alexander fouled on his way. His floater was good, and he'll go to the stripe. That gives Germonte 3 for the game, and the Tigers back within 1. Germonte can tie it up. Been a close first quarter. And we're going to have what would have been a lane violation on both teams, so they just let them play. And now a whistle after Germonte's shot was no good. They're going to send him back to the line for a lane violation against the Camels. Well, we're going to have a discussion first, it looks like.
I think it's because they're trying to call a foul on 30 on Campbell, but I don't know if a foul equals a lane violation or not in Michigan rules. I don't know.
It should be Tigers' ball if it was a foul.
Ball. They just put 2 thumbs up, jump ball.
And possession error in favor of Caruthersville, so it will be Caruthersville ball back underneath the rim. Little confusion, but we got it sorted out. Inbounds pass goes out to Alexander. Nope, now to Alexander. Sammy's got it. To the corner to McVeigh. Back to Sammy, back to Germonte. Germonte wants to take a 3, and he does. He got it! Germonte from beyond the arc. He leads all scorers with 6. And the Tigers are back on top, 15-13. Pass is tipped and stolen by Bigham. Given to McVeigh, now to Sammy, and a one-on-one, up and under and good. A little windmill from Bryant. He's got 6 now. Tigers up by 4, 17-13, a minute 23 remaining in the first quarter. Bringing it up is Siebert. Hands it off to Kellum. Kellum looking for a pass out to the big man. That's Johnson. Wyatt, he'll get rid of it. Back to Kellum. Passes it off to Fowler. Fowler thought about a long three, decides to give it off to Kellum from the wing. Kellum driving from the stripe, puts up a shot, pump fake shot, tipped back up and in. I think that was Johnson that tipped it back in. We'll give it to him, 2 points, and we are tied up again. Under a minute to play in the first quarter. Excuse me, Tigers up by 2 still. 17-15, Alexander with the ball, 40 seconds to go in the first. They're actually going to give those 2 points I said. Johnson, it was Kellum that tipped him back in, so he's got 6 to lead the Camels. That pass goes off the feet of the Camels, but it's recovered by Bigham. Bigham, long pass, 20 seconds. McVeigh thought about it. Now he's going to drive. Gets rid of it, but a charge is called against Quan. Charge against the Tigers. That was taken by Siebert. And the Camels will have the ball down by 2 with 17 seconds remaining in the first quarter. And I got an update here in just a second from the Hayti game. Hayti playing the Malden Green Wave. They're at the half in Malden. Bringing up the ball is Fowler. Fowler guarded by Sammy. He pulls up, drops 2, we're tied. 2 seconds on the clock, last shot, McVeigh. Full court shot off the top of the glass, no good. So after 1, we are all knotted up, 17 apiece. This game looking a lot like that junior varsity game right beforehand. We are tied after 1. Charlie, take us to a break.
Hey, are you doing a jailhouse rock and would much rather be having a house party? You can call Moss Bell Bonds at 573-359-4935 or 573-333-2916. They're available 24 hours a day. Also having a payment plan and credit cards accepted. You can make bail 1 minute from jail. Freedom loss, call Moss.
So 1 quarter in, we got kind of what we were expected. We are all tied up, 17 apiece. Sammy Bryant and Jamonte Alexander lead the Tigers with 6 each. McVeigh has a big 3, and Bigham has 2 points, a little pull-up jumper. Kellum leads the way for the Camels. He's got 6. Siebert has 4. Fowler has 2. Ben Bolin has 4. And Caden Mayberry has 1. So we're ready for the second quarter of action. Tied 17 apiece. One thing, Charlie, I noticed when I looked up and down the scores, the Camels are not known for scoring a lot of points. They're great from shooting beyond the arc, but a lot of their scores, they're winning by 45 points, 50 points, low scores to win the ball game. So that's going to be a test to their defense. And the Tigers like to run, so I'd be surprised if 50 points wins this basketball game.
Absolutely right, Jeremy. The Tigers team's they rely on defense. And let's see.
Siebert passes it out. Now it's in the hands of Boland. Boland back out to the top. Fowler thought about the 3. He'll give it back to Siebert. Siebert back to Boland. Here comes a long 3 and got it. Fowler. He's got 5 now. And the first 3-pointer of the game by Fowler. Tigers bringing it back up. They trail by 3. Here's McVeigh to answer. Got it! We're tied. McVeigh's second tray of the night. 20 apiece. Coming back up is Siebert. He holds it. Now he'll get rid of it. Thinking about the 3 is Boland. He'll dump it off. Here comes a long 3 from Johnson. It's no good. Rebounded by the Tigers. Johnson took his time and thought about that one. Finally let it go, but it was too strong. Alexander. Back to McVeigh for 3. No! Off the side of the rim. And then with the ball, Boland falls, but gets rid of it in time before the travel. And here comes Siebert and the Camels. Pass out to Boland. Pass back out. This is Anthony just into the game. Anthony passes it to Fowler. Fowler with a long three. No good. He shot that from the yellow stripe that's in between half court and the top of the arc. That was too strong off the back of the glass. That'll be Tiger basketball. So at the half, Hayti is up big over Malden. I think by a dozen right now. One of our updates. I know the Porterville girls team won another game. Here's McVeigh for three. No good this time. Rebounded by Boland. And it'll be Siebert to bring it up. Siebert's pass out to Boland. These Camels will shoot three at any given time. We've seen that. Down to Kellum. He goes to the top. He thought about the three. A little bounce pass down to Johnson. Tries to put it up. Too short. Bounce pass up to Sammy Bryant. 2-on-1 for the Tigers. Bryant off the glass. No good, but he's fouled. So Sammy will go to the stripe. Bryant, as we are tied up 20 apiece, can give the Tigers the lead. And he does. Sammy's got 7 in the game. That's his first point of the second quarter. Tigers lead by 1. Free throws can be huge. They've been key in the games that the Tigers have won of late. Bryant's second shot. Bounces in and drops. Looked like it was going to kick out. He sinks them both, and the Tigers are up by 2. 5:20 to go in the second quarter. Pass down low, stolen by Alexander, and here come the Tigers. Alexander still with it, drops it off to Bigham. There's going to be a foul down low. It's going to be a blocking foul against the Camels. That's going to go against Kellum. He was still moving, trying to take the charge. If you're moving, it'll be a block every time. So Tigers basketball under the rim, 5:10 remaining in the first half. Tigers lead by 2. Quick substitution in for Boland. Just waiting on the refs here to inbounds. It'll be McVeigh. Long pass up top to Alexander. To the corner for Bryant for 3. No good. But a rebound by McVeigh. And I believe that's another foul. It is a foul against the Camels. So they're starting to add them up here in the second quarter. On the inbounds. Goes up top to Bryant, to Alexander, back to Sammy. Down the corner. McVeigh for 3. No good. Rebounded by Alexander, up and in. No good, but he gets his own rebound, tips it in. Germonte gives him 8 in the game. Here comes Siebert and the Camels. Slows it down from the top. Pass out to Fowler. Back up top to Kellum. 4.5 to go. Driving is Kellum. Passes it. Down low and a foul. Shot was up and good by Siebert. And 1 as he goes to the stripe. That foul against McVeigh, his second. So Siebert can make it a 1-point game, and he does. Gives him 3 in the quarter, 7 in the game. Tigers bring it up by 1. 4.5 to go in the first half. It is homecoming here at Caruthersville. Sammy may have got away with a carry. The whole crowd on the Campbell side wanted it, but it was bouncing off of his fingertips. Back to Sammy now. Stolen pass by the Camels. Going the other way for the lead. No, blocked by Alexander. Rebound by the Camels, and another block. Alexander swats it away. Long pass to Sargent, up and in. Alexander with 2 big blocks and the assist to Colby Sargent. And we got a whistle. That'll be a timeout on the court. I don't think the Campbell coach liked how that possession turned out, but it worked out for the Tigers. They lead by 3. We got ourselves a good one at homecoming at the Joe Parkinson Gym. 30-second timeout. We'll take a timeout on the Bootheel Sports Network.
great food and electrifying atmosphere and entertaining people. Come on in to Home Plate Bar and Grill, located at 1710 State Highway 84 in Hayti, Missouri. No matter if it's high noon or closing time, it's never too late to slide in to Home Plate.
You know, Jeremy, we were talking about this in the break. I think a lot of it on that block, the first one looked like a goaltend to me.
Nope.
But
Nope.
obviously you're not going to agree.
That was two pure, clean blocks by Alexander that led to an easy layup by Sargent, who was wide open under the rim.
All I'm saying is blame the refs.
There you go. After the timeout, it is Camel's ball. Siebert brings it up. Camels trailing by 3 now. Up to the top to Johnson. Johnson gets rid of it. Gives it out to Mayberry. Mayberry pass down low. Shot up and good. That's off of Kellum. His first 2 of the quarter. Gives him 8 in the game as the Tigers bring it up, leading by 1. Alexander. From the top, he'll give it to Sargent. Back to Alexander. Long pass. It was an alley-oop style off the fingertips. And look what I found. An accidental layup off the fingertips of McVeigh. Just how they drew it up. And there we're going to have a charge taken by the Tigers. So another assist for Alexander as he threw the alley-oop up to McVeigh. It went off the fingertips, so somehow went in the net. But like I said, you ask them, that's just how they drew it up. After the charge, Tigers lead by 3, and they've got the ball. Alexander from the top, another alley-oop. Down low, this time doesn't go for McVeigh. And the Camels come down with it. I got a feeling we're going to see one slam tonight. Here's Siebert bringing it up for the Camels. They trail by 3. 2:35 remaining in the first half. Johnson from the top. He's going to dump it off to Siebert. That goes down to Kellum. Kellum nearly had it lost or stolen by Sargent. He gets it back. Kellum driving. Triple teamed. Lost the ball, but it'll be a blocking foul against the Tigers. I thought he slipped, but they called a foul before they could call a travel.
Well, it looked like Sargent was moving when he was obviously in position for the charge, so that's an automatic blocking.
That'll do it every time. You got to have your feet planted. So the inbound by Boland. Knocked away by the Tigers. Well, we're going to have a discussion. Who touched it last?
Coach Bell's going to get kicked out for arguing with these refs.
Well, he's got an argument. That one was close. One referee said it was Tigers' ball. This other referee came in from mid-court, said it went off of the Tigers, so it will be Camel's ball. On the inbounds, goes to the top. Now out to Johnson. Bounce pass stolen by Quan. McVeigh going the other way. He's looking, but he's going to take. Nope. First, they're going to call a carry. A carry against Quan before he could shoot the ball. So that'll be a turnover, and the Camels have it. What a game we've got going on here in Caruthersville. 3-point game. Camels bringing it up after the turnover. Fowler gets rid of it. Gives it off to Mayberry. Mayberry to the top. Back to Fowler. Back to Mayberry. He's looking for a shot from the stripe. Puts it up. No good. Rebound by the Tigers. Long pass to Germonte. He wants to drive. His pass. He was looking for Colby. Colby wasn't ready for it. Germonte threw it right past him. It'll be another turnover against the Tigers. Tigers need to slow down just a little bit on those fast breaks.
I saw the vision on that fast break. I mean, it was a good pass. It was a good. Its execution was wrong.
So the Camels inbounds again. Tigers have gone a little bit cold here. The Camels still trail by 3, though. Defense by Sammy Bryant. That's against Fowler. Fowler finally finds a man in the corner. Siebert for 3. Got it! And we're tied. We know the Camels are dangerous from beyond the arc. They tied it up again, 28 apiece. This was 17 all after the first quarter. We're now a minute 20 remaining in the second quarter as we head towards halftime. Tigers with the ball. Sargent with a 3. He misses everything. trying to save the ball, and he did. Bigham saved it, threw it off one of the Camels. It bounced off the Camel and went out of bounds, and it's Tigers basketball. 1:12 remaining in the first half. Quick inbounds. For three, it's Bigham. No good. Rebounded by Johnson and the Camels. Going the other way, we're tied up at 28 apiece. 1 minute on the clock. Here's Siebert. Slowing it down. Guarded by Sargent. Johnson goes out to the top. Now it's down to Mayberry. Mayberry, quick pass, stolen by the Tigers and Germonte. Alexander in a 1-on-2 situation, puts up a shot. Doesn't go, but he's fouled. So Germonte will go to the stripe, looking to break the tie. 44 seconds remaining here in the first half. There's a reason these are two of the top teams in the area. They're acting like it here as we are knotted up with just 44 seconds remaining in the first half. Germonte from the stripe as it gets quiet here in Joe Parkinson Gymnasium. Monte's first shot's no good. Substitution, Moten will check back in for the Tigers. And McVeigh will get a breather probably for the remainder of the second quarter. We're almost to the halftime. Germonte with a chance to give the Tigers a 1-point lead. It's up and good. Tigers back on top by 1. Monte now with 9 in the game. Inbounds goes to Fowler. He'll bring it up, guarded by Sammy. Fowler has it stolen by Sammy. Fast break all alone, up and in. Sammy does it by himself. The Tigers up by 3, 30 seconds to go. Sammy picked the pocket of Fowler and went for the easy 2. Now he's guarding him again. They've got a good matchup going. Fowler's trying to drive. Sammy won't let him. Fowler got rid of it and got it right back. Under 10 seconds. Looking for the last shot of the Camels. Fowler, shot up, no good. Rebounded by the Tigers and a jump ball. With 2 seconds left, position arrow in favor of Caruthersville. Caruthersville's going to have 2.8 seconds. Leading by 3. How about a little magic on homecoming here?
What play do you draw up here?
Half-court pass from Monte. Here comes, clock will start now. 2 seconds. Monte puts it up. Too strong. And we're going to go to the half with a 3-point lead for the Tigers. Halfway through the game, it's homecoming. We got ourselves a brilliant one here at Joe Parkinson Gymnasium. We're going to take a quick timeout to hear from our sponsors. Come back and I'll give you a scoring update. And then we'll, more commercials. Catch my breath, take a little drink of water, who knows. But at the half, the Tigers lead by 3, 31 Caruthersville and Campbell 28. Take us away, Charlie.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
$40 with no credit check required and down payments as low as just $100 plus free delivery and setup within 50 miles. Come in and see Caleb Trammell at 898 East State Highway 84 in Caruthersville, right next to A Plus Storage, or call 573-922-6318. Affordable Buildings of Caruthersville and Hayti, a proud sponsor of the Bootheel Sports Network.
We're for agriculture, for growers, doers, whatever it takers. We're for doing things with purpose. We're for the little guy with big guy dreams. We're for agriculture. We're for you. Nutrien Ag Solutions, leading the field.
Glass Farms, along with Danny Glass, your Pemscott Duncan Electric Co-op Director for District 1, wishes all of the Bootheel area teams a very successful 2025.
Hey, are you doing a jailhouse rock and would much rather be having a house party? You can call Moss Bell Bonds at 573-359-4935 or 573-333-2916. They're available 24 hours a day. Also having a payment plan and credit cards accepted. You can make bail 1 minute from jail. Freedom loss, call Moss.
Los Portales in Hayti is a proud sponsor of all of your favorite sports teams in the Bootheel. Serving lunch specials and delicious dinners 7 days a week. Come in and see Francisco and his friendly staff for great food, fun, and a family-friendly atmosphere. You can dine in or carry out, so call 359-2400 or visit them at 1078 South Washington Street in Hayti, just off of Interstate 55. Los Portales, open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. until 9:30 p.m. Welcome back to the Bootheel Sports Network. I want to take a second to thank each and every one of you for tuning in tonight. We got a lot of action going on tonight. Update on the Hayti-Malden game. Hayti at last check was winning by, I believe, 12. Yes, up 12. That was at the halftime. The Indians over the Green Wave. Portersville all knotted up 23 apiece at half. And let's see here. If you are a student and you're wondering, we just got the results from the homecoming results. 4th place, congratulations, dead last, just like they were in football homecoming, seniors. That's a touch of senioritis if you have me. 3rd place for the basketball homecoming goes to the freshmen, and drum roll please, between 2nd and 1st place. 2nd place, the runners-up, the sophomores. So 1st place, congratulations to the juniors. And I'm pretty sure I'm sitting right next to a junior. Is that correct?
It is so correct, Jeremy. Never been better to be a junior at Caruthersville High School. We are victorious. I mean, once again, we dominate this normally. I mean, spirit, we got it. No one else was yelling at the pep assembly except us. I mean, the seniors had a mic and weren't even as loud as us without a mic. So the sophomores, they had Texas as a theme, and they were ringing cowbells, hurting everyone's ears. That's why they didn't win.
Well, congratulations to the juniors, the winners of the homecoming festivities. As far as on the court goes, we got ourselves a good one, 31-28 at the half. The leading scorers for Campbell. Leading the way, it was Cannon Siebert. He has 10. Right behind him, Layden Kellum with 8. And then rounding it out, Drew Fowler with 5, Ben Bolin with 4, and Caden Mayberry has 1. There's where you get 28 points. For the Tigers, Sammy Bryant leads the way. He's got 10, including a pick steal and a layup that got this crowd going right towards the end of the second quarter. Right behind him is Jermonte Alexander with 9. Quan McVeigh with 2 big threes and a little pull-up jumper. He's got 8. And to round out the scoring, 2 from Colby Sargent and 2 from Bigham Demarion Rogers. So that's the scoring update, 31-28. We're getting ready for the second half of basketball. I do have one more update. This is now after 3 in Malden. The Hayti Indians are up by 20, 59-39. I want to thank you, Mark Manley, covering that, and Chris Brown covering Portersville. Again, we got action all over the Bootheel Sports Network. And judging by the numbers, we got a bunch of Tiger fans listening tonight and some Camel fans who were not too happy about the end of that junior varsity game. But, folks, don't shoot the messenger. We're just here to call the game. The refs are the ones that are making the calls.
I'm a Caruthersville student, guys. Anyways, speaking of Campbell, you know what's happening on February 8th in Campbell?
Go ahead.
Well, our good friend... Our good friends American Hostile Championship Wrestling are going to be in Campbell for a wrestling event. General admission is $10, ringside is $13, $12, and $11. We'll be at the Campbell Community Center off of Highway 62. Doors open at 6:30, bell time at 7:30. Remember, this is at the Campbell Community Center. Ticket info, if you want any, is the phone number is 636-232-3313. And just announced today, the Bluff City Wrestling Champion, the Kang superstar himself, Johnny Dodson, will be in attendance and will be, I'm going to assume, performing wrestling at that event.
Fantastic. Charlie, thank you so much. We're going to take one more time out. And then when we come back, folks, we got a second half of basketball you don't want to go anywhere for. Stay tuned to the Bootheel Sports Network. We'll be back right after this.
Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls, or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we could teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
Well, there's the buzzer. That means get your butts back on the floor and let's finish up. 16 minutes left of basketball. Tigers lead the Camels 31-28 here at homecoming in Caruthersville. Don't forget, Battle of the Bootheel, folks, coming up. It's Saturday morning at 11 o'clock, and that one's taking place in Hayti. It should be a good one.
Who's going to be doing that game?
That'll be me, myself, and Mark Manley.
Yep.
And you'll be out of town again, right?
Yeah, boss man made the call. Can't come.
It's all right.
Be watching.
We'll miss you, but we'll get through. Here we go with the inbounds. It's Kellum to bring it up for the Camels. They trail by 3. Had his pocket picked again. Here's McVeigh, and he lost it. Got it back. Quick pass to Bigham, up and in. Tigers defense is how we start the second half. So the Camels now trailing by 5. I think that's their biggest deficit of the game. Quick pass down low, up and in. That shot put up by Boland. He's got 6 in the game now. Back to a 3-point game as the Tigers kick it around. McVeigh gets it out to Alexander. He thought about the 3, but gives it off to the corner. Sammy didn't like his look, gets it back. Nope, he doesn't. He had me faked. Pass out to Jamonte. He fakes the 3, now drives. Puts up a floater. It's blocked. And the Camels have it. Here comes Siebert. He had a big first half, scoring 10 points for the Camels. Leading the Camels in scoring. He's going to dump it off to Kellum. Kellum goes to the corner. And the pass goes back out to the top. Now Kellum again has it. Pass. Here comes a long 3 from the Camels. No good. Rebounded by the Tigers and Alexander. Bringing it back the other way. Jamonte. Pass out to Sammy for 3. You bet! Sammy got it from the 3. He's got 13 in the game. I told you he'd end up hitting one. Now here's a wide open look for the Camels. No good off the hands of Boland. Tiger basketball. They're up by 6 now. Jamonte driving off the glass, won't go. Loose ball picked up by the Camels. All the way down to Kellum. He's got a fast break. His shot drops. Camels pull back within 4. So the Tigers had their biggest lead coming out of the gates by 6. They're now up by 4. 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Sammy gives it to McVeigh for 3. Not this time, but a rebound by Bigham. Kicks it back out to the top. Sammy for 3, doesn't go. Fight for the ball ripped away by Boland. Just before the refs could call a jump ball. Now it's Siebert with the ball at the top. As the Camels look to chip away, they're down by 4. They were down by 6. Long 3 again. This time it drops. Drew Fowler with the 3. Inbounds to Sammy. Tigers lead by 1. Sammy thought about the 3, but dishes it off to Sargent. Goes back up top to Alexander. 1-point ball game. McVeigh driving off the glass. Good. So Quan with 2 points and will quickly have a timeout on the court. I think Coach Bell's trying to tell his team slow it down. But who knows, just to be a fly on the wall. So timeout on the court. We'll do the same on the Bootheel Sports Network. Back to a 3-point game. The Tigers lead 38-35. Back in 30.
Life is a balancing act, but banking doesn't have to be. First State Community Bank's new digital banking fits seamlessly into your lifestyle, putting you in control of your finances more conveniently than ever, so you can bank on your terms and your time. With credit monitoring, card controls, and sharing tools all at your fingertips, it might be time to celebrate. With First State Community Bank, banking is always in motion. Simplify your life and explore our digital banking today.
So after the timeout, 30-second timeout taken by Coach Bell, Tigers lead by 3 as the Camels bring it in. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Camels looking to bring it up quickly, then slow it down. That's Siebert. Siebert will pass it over to Mayberry. Quick pass down low to Kellum, puts it up and in, and back to a 1-point game. Camels doing very well of finding the man open underneath the rim. Alexander brings it up, leading by 1 for the Tigers. Pass out to Bryant, back to Jermonte. McVeigh, bounce pass down low to Sargent, gives it back to McVeigh. He puts it up and in, little layup. Quan doesn't miss in the paint, very rarely. 40-37, the Tigers lead. Moving the ball around, a bounce pass goes out to Mayberry. Mayberry, as the Camels look like they're wanting to shoot the 3. A bounce pass down low, nearly stolen, but put back up and in by Siebert. His first 2 of the quarter. Alexander bringing it up for the Tigers. Long pass over to Colby Sargent. He'll move back down in the paint as he gives it to Alexander. Pass out to Sammy. Sammy will give it back to McVeigh. Jermonte to the corner to Bigham. Back to Jermonte. Tigers cannot find whatever it is they're looking for. 3:30 remaining in the third quarter. Sammy takes the bounce pass. Pass down low to Bigham. He'll find Sargent. Sargent goes baseline. Spin move. And looks like a blocking foul against the Camels.
Kind of surprised that wasn't a charge called.
I am too, Charlie.
Well,
to be honest with you.
A lot of talk about charges being called today.
That one went the Tigers' way. That's going to be the third foul against Mayberry.
I think he might have slipped. That's why they have the towel out.
Cleaning off the floor after the slip. And that's why it was a block, because if he slipped, his foot was moving. So that will send Sargent to the stripe. Tigers leading by 1. Colby can add on to that. He's got 2 points in the game, looking to add on here in the third. Sargent's first shot bounces in and out, no good. And a substitution as Johnson will check back in for Mayberry, again with 3 fouls.
I have a score update, Jeremy.
Okay.
Zenith is up 40 to Porterville's 33 at the end of the third.
Great. Chris Brown with the action there. Sargent's second shot is good. So a 2-point lead for the Tigers. 3:20 remaining in the third quarter. It'll be Siebert to bring it up for the Camels. Gives it to Kellum. Those two have combined for the majority of the points for the Camels. Now it's out to Fowler. Fowler, a bounce pass. Back to Siebert. Back up to the top to Kellum. Kellum's going to drive. Couldn't find a lane. Kicks it back out to Fowler. Fowler can't find a lane. He'll kick it back out to Kellum. Again, no shot clock in Missouri, and you can tell. Here's a floater put up by Siebert. No good. Rebounded by Sargent. He's double teamed, but he gets it off to Alexander. Alexander avoided the steal from behind from Fowler. Now the Tigers will move it around. They lead by 2. To the top to Jermonte. To Sammy. To the corner. Bigham wide open for 3. Got it! And Bigham drops a tray. He's got 5 in the third quarter. And the Tigers go back up by 5. Alexander guarding Siebert. As he's getting a little physical. Clean but physical. And a timeout taken by the Camels. As Looked like Siebert had nowhere to go thanks to the Tiger defense. 2:13 remaining in the third quarter. Tigers have expanded their lead to 5. We're going to take a 30-second timeout on the Bootheel Sports Network, and we'll be right back.
Whether you're competing for the thrill of the game or cheering from the sidelines, the Bank of Missouri is rooting for you every step of the way. We know life is full of ups and downs. That's why our team works to get to know you, to understand your unique needs, and to empower you with the personalized tools and support to reach your goals. So no matter where this season takes you, the Bank of Missouri is a teammate you can count on. Get started at bankofmissouri.com.
And we're back. 30-second timeout taken by the Camels that time. And coming up shortly, we'll have some updates from Charlie Duckworth on the scores around the area. Lots of games going on. Lots of big games going on. It's that time of the year. We got a big one right here as the Tigers lead by 5. Just over 2 minutes to go. Here's a long three for the Camels. In and out. Fight for the rebound, and it'll be Johnson losing it. Loose ball. Johnson has it on the floor. Jump ball. Possession arrow. Tigers. So Alexander will inbounds for the Tigers. He'll give it to McVeigh, back to Alexander. Tigers looking to increase their lead as we hit the end of the third quarter, under 2 to go. Alexander's at the top. He's driving, puts up a little floater, too short. Loose ball, rebounded by McVeigh. Quick pass, down low to Bigham. Rogers puts it up for 2. He leads the quarter with 7. That pass was nearly stolen by Alexander. Great sportsmanship showed by Alexander and Kellum. Kellum will inbounds the ball for the Camels. Alexander not afraid to throw his body anywhere to try to intercept that ball, if you will. A minute and a half to go. Long pass down low. Now to the corner for 3 is good. Fowler knocks down another 3, his second of the quarter. Jamonte bringing the ball up for the Tigers. Back to a 4-point game. Pass goes out to Bigham into the corner for McVeigh. Back to Rogers. McVeigh. Quick pass to Sargent. Sargent triple teamed. And a timeout called by Coach Bell. As Sargent was triple teamed, had nowhere to go. 1 minute, 4 seconds remaining in the third quarter. You are listening to the Bootheel Sports Network. Back after this.
Hey, if you want a truck or a real fine car, Faulkner Auto Sales can get you cruising in any style. If Faulkners don't have it, they can get it. And if they can't get it, it's not even made. Go see Dwayne and Kevin at Faulkner Auto Sales on Truman Boulevard in Caruthersville or call 573-333-3800. And remember, if Faulkner's is not on the back of your vehicle, it damn sure ought to be.
Thank you to all of our sponsors, Faulkner's, and all of our sponsors for making the Bootheel Sports Network happen. Here we are, 64 seconds remaining in the third quarter on the inbounds for the Tigers. They lead by 4. Bigham has the ball. He drives. Quick pass out to Alexander. Floater, good. Jamonte gets his first 2 of the quarter, and the Tigers back up by 6. Their biggest lead has been 6 points in this game. Kellum to bring it up for the Camels. 45 seconds on the clock. Bounce pass, nearly stolen by Sargent, but it'll go out of bounds. Last touch by Colby. And Boland will inbounds to Kellum. 41 seconds on the clock. Campbell with the ball. They trail by 6. McVeigh on the defense. Lost the ball. Once he touches it, that will be a backcourt as it was not tipped. Turnover, a Tigers possession. That went off the foot of Kellum. He had no choice but to touch the ball in the backcourt and get the whistle. So the Tigers inbounds. It's Alexander. 30 seconds on the clock here in the third quarter. What a game. What a couple of games we've had so far. JV winning by 1 for the Tigers. Now the Tigers varsity up by 6 here in the third. Been tight the whole way. Sargent in the corner. Looking for a pass. He'll find Bigham. Bigham pull up. Jumper. Short. Fight for the rebound. Who's got it? The Tigers knocked out of bounds. Last touch. Waiting for a call. They're going to say, and rightfully so, it was last touch by Campbell. Well, a discussion now about it. This is the third time tonight we've had a discussion about the possession. One ref saw one thing, the other ref saw the other, and they're going to change it. Explain to me how you change that.
That was a flip-flop.
So it is Campbell's ball on the inbounds. Stolen by the Tigers.
Sammy's foot hit the baseline right before he threw it.
But he goes out of bounds with it. So Sammy was there, but he touched the line. Another inbounds by Campbell. Gets it off to Siebert. Press defense by the Tigers. Double team. Siebert loses it. Alexander has it. Behind his back. He slips and falls. Loose ball. And what do we have now? It's the end of the quarter. End of the quarter. In just a disarray on the court. It was stolen by Alexander. He lost his footing. And now the refs are going to talk it over about the possession. I'd like to be in that conversation, but I can't. We're going to go to the end of the third quarter. We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, it is the Tigers leading the Camels 48-42. 8 minutes left here at homecoming. Don't go anywhere, folks.
Little Pizza Heaven, located at 503 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville, Missouri. You can eat in, take out, or get delivered. So make sure you call them at 573-333-0490 or go by and see Chrissy and the gang. Once again, that's 503 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville, Missouri, where they offer more than great pizza. Little Pizza Heaven, a Caruthersville tradition.
We have a little bit of some score updates here before we start the fourth quarter. Puxico, everyone's number one team in the area, just beat Dexter 53-43. Woodland, who is our consensus 2 or 3, beat Bell City 78-43. And Hayti, final score 81-53 against Malden. Devonta Payne, 30 points for Hayti, and their fate rides on these last 8 minutes for seeding in the Bootheel Conference Tournament.
Here we go, 8 minutes to go, inbounded by Kellum for the Camels. They are down by 6. Gotta hurry, gets rid of it to Johnson. Johnson feeds it back to Siebert, and now they'll get something set up. Siebert driving, gets to the corner, and he's trapped. Pass goes out to Fowler. Now down to Kellum. Kellum's going to drive the baseline, put up a shot off the glass and good. Simple and successful shot. Back to a 4-point lead for the Tigers as they kick it around. We are just at the start of the fourth quarter. What a game we've had here at Homecoming 2025 in Caruthersville. McVeigh with the ball. Gives it out to Alexander, down to the corner to Sammy. Puts up a 3, no good. Rebound by Bigham. Rogers has it knocked away. Last touch by the Camels. Tigers have maintained a lead. It's been cut down, and we've had tie games, but the Tigers lead by 4. Quick pass, down low, put up, and in by Bigham. He's having a second half, folks. And he starts the Tigers scoring with 2. Kellum driving, low pass underneath, fake shots, then put up, no good. Rebounded by the Tigers. Mayberry couldn't get it to go, and now Alexander drives. He finds Sammy in the corner. No good for 3. Little short, rebounded by Kellum. Kellum brings it up for the Camels. They're going to try a long 3 from the corner, and it's good! Fowler, another big 3 in this game. That's his 3rd. And back to a 3-point lead, 50-47, the Tigers up. And I told you earlier, it's going to take more than 50 points for the Camels to win this game. Pass down low to McVeigh, driving as Sargent, puts up a shot, and it drops. Colby gets it to go. He's got 5 in the game now as the Campbells go the other way. Shot up, no good, but a foul. Charlie, jump in.
I have a score update. Final one here from Riverside. I believe this is on Riverside's huddle. We don't have an official score yet. 71-53 final score. Riverside beats South Pim in the home and home at their home.
Wow, that's a revenge game, and I was there when South Pim knocked off Riverside earlier this season. That was at South Pim, as Mayberry's first free throw is no good. Second shot up is good. Mayberry, for him, that's actually only 2 in the game, both free throws for Mayberry. Tigers bring it up, leading by 4. It's Alexander at the top. He'll give it to McVeigh. Haven't seen McVeigh shoot a 3 in a while. Wouldn't mind it. But that's the fan in me. Bryant's got it right now. Gives down to Bigham, back out to Alexander. Under 6 to play. Here's a 3 from Sammy. You bet! Sammy Bryant knocks down the 3.
Stolen!
And steal! Put back up by McVeigh!
Monte
5
with the
points in
steal.
5 seconds. Tiger basketball at its finest. Here comes the other way. Shot up and good from Kellum. But the Tigers quickly responding, going the other way. Bryant for 3 again. Got it! Sammy, he's on fire. 2 threes in the quarter for Sammy. Tigers lead by 10, by far their biggest lead of the game. 60-50. Pass down low, stolen by Germonte. Here come the Tigers. Little spin move to get away. Here's Sammy. He's just knocked down 2. He gives it off to Quan, and we're going to have a block. A moving block against the Camels. Siebert thought he had a charge, but he was moving to try to block the big man McVeigh, and he took the brunt of it.
What a turnaround. This game was a 3-point game.
This was a 3-point game
Like-
seconds ago.
Now it's 60-50. 5 minutes to decide. Can the Tigers close out the Bootheel Conference regular season trophy?
They can do it tonight, folks, with a win. They're up by 10 now, their biggest lead of the night. And it happened in the blink of an eye. Sammy Bryant with 2 big three-pointers in this quarter, and then the steal down low that allowed McVeigh to put up the free throw in a matter of just 5 seconds, 5 points, if it was even 5 seconds. And now the Tigers still have the ball on the inbounds. Long pass to Sammy. Back down low to Germonte. He's going to find Sammy. Sammy fakes the 3. Pass back out to Germonte. He's just inside the arc. Passes to McVeigh for 3. No good. Ball is loose. Last touched by Germonte. That'll be Campbell basketball. 4:46 remaining in the final quarter. What a game we've had here at homecoming. The Tigers again come into this game red hot, but the Camels 12-2 on the season. And on the inbound, stolen by the Tigers, but got right back by Siebert. Siebert's driving. He stops and throws it away. Looking for Kellum, got a little too excited was Siebert. Throws it into the bench, and it's Tiger basketball after the turnover. Emotions running wild on the court right now, and we're going to have a timeout taken on the court. Timeout taken by the Campbell Camels. So 4:39 remaining in the game. The Tigers up by double digits, 60-50. Better come right back in 30 seconds on the Bootheel Sports Network. Affordable buildings of Caruthersville and Hayti offer rent-to-own utility sheds, lofted barns, cabins, and garages ranging in sizes from 8x10 to 14x40, with no credit check required and down payments as low as just $100, plus free delivery and setup within 50 miles. Come in and see Caleb Trammell at 898 East State Highway 84 in Caruthersville and Hayti, a proud sponsor of the Bootheel Sports Network. Welcome back. Timeout to slow things down for the Camels as the Tigers have opened up a 10-point lead. This game has been back and forth all night long. The Tigers have had the lead for most of the game, but the Camels have come back to tie it several times. But right now, the Tigers are up by 10. Alexander brings it in for the Tigers. Tigers will slow it down as well. Sammy has the ball. He's got the hot hand of late to Sargent. Back out to McVeigh. McVeigh out to Sargent. He's wide open, but he's going to look for a pass to Alexander. Dumped off down low to Biggin. Up and in. Rogers has 2 more. 12-point lead. Long pass to a wide open Camel, and a foul is going to go against Rogers as Ben Bolin was wide open. He's fouled as his shot drops, and he'll go to the stripe. He can make this back to a single-digit lead for the Tigers if he sinks his free throw. And he does. 9-point lead for the Tigers. as Bolin now has 9 in the game. Tigers bringing it back up by 9, but it's stolen by Kellum. He's going the other way on a 2-on-1. Dish, pass, up and in by Fowler. So, folks, hold on to your seats. Under 4 to go. The Camels are mounting a comeback. It's a 7-point game now. It was 12. Long pass over to Sammy. He's going to drive, puts a little move, and his shot's blocked, but he was fouled. So Sammy will go to the stripe. 3:37 remaining. 7-point ball game. That foul will be just the second on Caden Mayberry. So neither team really in foul trouble in this one. Bryant's first shot is no good as it rims out. Again, thank you to each and every one of you who have tuned in to the Bootheel Sports Network for homecoming. Tigers lead 62-55. Sammy's second shot, no good. Rebounded by the Camels. And they're going the other way. Here's Kellum. He's quickly double teamed. He's going to drive it anyway. Puts up a shot, no good. Short, rebounded by Rogers. He's going to pass it to Sargent. Sargent will kick it back up to the top. Jamonte smartly watching his back as Kellum was coming for a pick. Pass out to Sargent from the key up to the top to McVeigh. Alexander with the ball. 3:10 remaining in the game. Goes back out to McVeigh, back to Sargent. Bounce pass back out to McVeigh. Now to Rogers. Thought about driving it. Kicks it back out. Sammy has it for just a second. Gives it to Alexander. Under 3 to go. Jamonte now driving. Pass! Alley-oop pass! But a layup for McVeigh. And he comes up limping. Quan McVeigh with 2 more. And trouble holding on to the ball. And we'll have a timeout as Siebert was having trouble holding on to the ball. Coach calls a timeout. So we'll do the same. 2:39 remaining in the game. It's 64-55 Tigers lead. We're back in 30 seconds on the Bootheel Sports Network.
Has your home renovation project got you down in the dumps with nowhere to put the junk? Well, give Tri-State Roll-Off Dumpsters a call at 573-359-8023. Locally owned and operated by Brad Jones and Tyler Brooks. Tri-State Roll-Off Dumpster LLC offers 20, 30, and 40-yard dumpsters, 7 to 30-day rentals, and long-term commercial contracts, serving Southeast Missouri, Northeast Arkansas, and West Tennessee. Once again, that's Tri-State Roll-Off Dumpsters at 573-359-8023.
And you know, Jeremy, might have the final score update of the night, as Zenith has beaten Porterville 62-53.
Well, the Dogs were in that one. That was a dog fight, if you will. Porterville was in that one the whole way, but we want to thank everyone for the updates. Chris Brown was covering that one. We got the update from Mark and Hayti, and I believe Danny Glass with the South Pem update. So thank you all for keeping us informed. Again, lots of good basketball going on. Inbound pass for the Camels. Here's a 3. Too strong. It is saved. That was Fowler went out there because that 3 was gonna go out of bounds, but Fowler was there to throw it off of Bigham, and it remains Campbell ball. Kellum on the inbounds. 2:33 remaining. Bounce pass inside and a foul. Reach in foul. That's probably gonna go against Bigham.
You know, something that stunned me a lot here is that there's not been a lot of bench play for the Tigers.
That is 4 fouls against Rogers, and before the Campbells can get an inbounds, we have a whistle. They were going to do a substitution, but they can't, technically.
I think they got it off, though. Quan's back in.
And on the inbounds, another foul. That's going to go against McVeigh. So the Tigers quickly adding up fouls. That's his third. 4 on Bigham, 3 on McVeigh now. We need these guys with 2.5 minutes to go. On the inbounds for the Camels. Goes out to Mayberry. Mayberry from the top. Looking for a pass. Finally finds his man. Shot goes up, but it's no good. Stolen by the Camels. Stolen by the Tigers. Then Reese. Wait a minute. We got a whistle. That went back and forth 3 times. Somehow we got a whistle. Not sure what for. They did not call a foul. Either way, the Tigers have the ball.
There was a foul on, I believe.
Oh, that's Kellum. Kellum was called for a foul. You're right. So the Tigers with the ball now, still up by 9. Sammy is trapped, throws the ball off of the Campbell's player, Tigers ball.
I've never seen two opposite sides be so united against a referee.
Yeah, I could agree with you there. Rogers passes Sammy, puts up a floater, doesn't go. Camels have the rebound. Brought up by Boland. Now it's given to Siebert. Siebert thought about the three. Now a three taken and good. And a foul on it. Drew Fowler from way downtown, and he's fouled. Oh my. How he got that to go, and it hit no rim whatsoever. Nothing but net, and he was fouled. So he goes to the stripe, and he makes it. We're back to a 5-point ball game. Fowler having a huge fourth quarter. Bringing it up is Alexander. Pass to Rogers. Rogers, and a timeout taken by Coach Bell as Rogers was double teamed. We got 1:34 remaining in the game, folks, and the Campbells have dug into the Tigers' lead. It was a 10-point lead. It's down to 5. Tigers basketball when we come back in 30 seconds on the Bootheel Sports Network.
Hey, are you doing the jailhouse rock and would much rather be having a house party? You can call Moss Bell Bonds at 573-359-4935 or 573-333-2916. They're available 24 hours a day. Also having a payment plan and credit cards accepted. You can make bail 1 minute from jail. Freedom loss, call Moss.
Cheerleaders having some fun for Campbell. Surprised we're not seeing a Caruthersville cheerleader do flips in the background as they love to do to interrupt, but it's all in good fun.
Well, I think the issue is Akira Mixon nearly banged her shin into her head earlier doing some flips. If you didn't hear the crowd, Jeremy.
I noticed. I saw something going on.
Yeah.
All right, on the inbounds. Here we go. 1:30 to go. Quick pass down low. That's going to be a charge. That's 4 fouls now against Quan McVeigh as he fouls Kellum, who took the charge. And the Camels have it under 90 seconds to play, down by 5. Tigers in foul trouble. Both Rogers and McVeigh with 4 fouls each. Bringing up the ball is Fowler, who just hit the big 3 and the free throw after it. Kellum drives, puts it off the glass. We got a 3-point game. Kellum's got 6 in the quarter. Tigers will bring it up. 64-61. Alexander driving, goes out to McVeigh, out of the top to Sargent. Back to Alexander as the Tigers are going to try to kill some clock here. Sargent has it. He's double teamed. Bounce pass to Alexander. Dangerous pass. Alexander goes up. He's fouled. So that got the clock to under a minute. Germonte will go to the stripe, needing to make two free throws here in a 3-point game.
I mean, that's exactly what the Tigers needed to do there.
And we do have our first foul out. Mayberry has fouled out for the Camels.
Exactly what the Tigers need to do there. Cut the clock down and make sure that Campbell cannot survive off of this.
So Caden Mayberry put up some fantastic defense. Only scored 2 points in the game, but they were from the free throw line. Important too is Alexander misses his first. So it's still a 3-point game. 57 seconds remaining. Anybody's game. As the Campbells have caught fire here late in the 4th. Second shot. Alexander drops it. It's a 4-point game. Campbells have it stolen by Alexander. Puts it up. He is fouled and 1. Alexander does it again. The steal, the layup, and he gets fouled to go to the stripe. It doesn't matter if he puts up 40 points or 15. It's the plays that he makes like that in the times of desperation. Wow. Tigers back up by 6, and Monte can make it a 7-point lead after another steal and a shot where he was fouled. Shot dropped, and now he's got a free throw. 52 seconds to go.
I mean, he just won Homecoming King like an hour ago.
There's nothing that Alexander can't do, and I think we've seen that all season long, all year long. Alexander to make it a 7-point game. No, he does not. Still a 6-point lead for the Tigers. 49 seconds to go as the Camels bring it up. Tough Tiger defense. Shot up and in by Kellum. Campbell's not going anywhere. Here's the inbounds and quickly a foul against Jermonte. 39 seconds flat. And it is 67-63. All this excitement, Charlie, and I see my poor baby over there, my 3-year-old. Eliza has passed out. She can't make it through the final minutes.
Eliza cannot survive the dying embers of a basketball game. I want to highlight something I saw there from Kellum after this first free throw.
Which is no good.
Kellum purposely looked at the scoreboard to make sure he had enough fouls that he could intentionally foul Monte there.
Smart play. Smart play all night by the Camels. The Camels, of Campbell. Drumonte's second shot's no good. Rebounded by the Camels, and here we go with Kellum to bring it up. He's going to drive it coast to coast, puts it up off the glass, and a foul! Just like that, it's a 2-point game, and Kellum can make it a 1-point game. He's got 10 in the fourth quarter.
That's 5 on Bigham.
And Rogers has fouled out for the Tigers. So one player from each have fouled out. Mayberry for the Camels. Bigham, Demarion Rogers for the Tigers.
What did I say? Eye for an eye earlier.
And the shot is good. It's a 1-point game. Tigers bringing it up. 30 seconds to go. Tigers up by 1. Alexander passes to McVeigh, to Sargent. Sargent, pass down low, and a foul. Moten just into the game after the foul out by Rogers. 20 seconds remaining on the clock. And it will be Gavin Moten going to the stripe for the Tigers. These are must-make free throws.
Are these the biggest free throws of his life?
Moten has not scored in this game yet. He comes in for Rogers. First shot, good. And you can hear the crowd reaction. 20 seconds remaining. 2-point ball game. Moten, you're going to hear this crowd go nuts if he makes this. Come on, Gavin. Shot up. No good. It's a 2-point game. Campbell's have it. Jermonte nearly steals it. Ball still loose. And a foul. They're going to call a foul against Jermonte on a reach-in.
I think that was a foul on Sammy.
And you can hear the reaction from the crowd. They didn't like that.
I think that was a foul on Sammy.
It was.
Yeah, it was. They go to the line to tie.
And it's one of their better shooters in Caden Kellum. Kellum will get 2 shots. First shot's up and good. 1-point ball game. 16 seconds on the clock. Second shot to tie. We are tied. 16 seconds, and here we go. Sargent bringing it up for the Tigers. All knotted up, 68 apiece. And hold on. Whistle on the floor. A timeout was taken by the Tigers. Timeout taken by the Tigers. We're going to stay right here on the Bootheel Sports Network. There's 8.9 seconds. Campbell wanted a travel, but he was calling for a timeout from the bench. So here we go, a battle of the cheerleaders, and let's just let you listen to the crowd. The stage is set. It is homecoming. The 12-2 Camels have come to Caruthersville. Caruthersville, 8-7. Very hot of late.
8.9 on the clock.
Unbelievable.
Who gets a shot? Quan, Sammy, Monte for a layup. What do you want to do? Hey,
That is the question. Or does Campbell foul?
that probably is the smart idea right here.
Tigers on the inbounds. Here we go. 8.9 seconds. Monte has it. Time is ticking. 7 seconds. Pass. McVeigh in the corner to Sargent. Up to Germonte. 2 seconds. Bounce pass. McVeigh. Floater. No good. We're going to overtime. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Foul. There's what's the screaming? What's going on?
What happened?
The refs are convening. All right, now we're going to overtime.
There's a conversation on the floor. Scoreboard still says 68 all. I don't think anybody in this gymnasium has any clue what just happened.
It's overtime.
So we are going to overtime. Is there any other way this game could have finished? Tigers were up by 10. We're now knotted up 68 apiece. Tigers had a chance at the last shot. McVeigh put up a floater. Didn't go. And we're headed to overtime, folks.
Might say quarter 5 on the scoreboard, but it's definitely not quarter 5 in our hearts.
And do not forget the foul trouble. The Tigers' best shooter from beyond the arc has 4 fouls, and that's Quan McVeigh.
Quan has 4. Sammy has 2. Monte has 1. I believe Sargent has 2. Then you look over at Campbell. Kellum has 4. And
Now with
Kellum has 27.
With Rogers on the bench, it'll be Sargent on the tip for the Tigers. Goes out of bounds. Whose ball is it? Caruthersville basketball. 4 minutes of overtime. 4 minutes to decide this game. Maybe. Alexander bringing it in for the Tigers. Pass over to Sammy. Back up top to Germonte. Out to McVeigh. Up top. The momentum is in favor of the Camels. But the Tigers have the home floor advantage. Sargent driving. And a foul. We'll see who they call that one on. The foul was against the Camels. That'll send Sargent to the stripe with 3:42 remaining in the game. That foul is against Fowler, his third. So Sargent can give the Tigers the lead. First shot's good as we are in overtime. 1 point lead for the Tigers, 3:42 remaining in the game. Second shot, Sargent hits them both. Tigers up by 2. Got to play smart here. Strong defense, Tigers with the press. Ball thrown away, out of bounds, Tigers ball. I do have a correction to make. All game long I've been calling Ben Boland. The name is actually Roland. That's my fault. That's how it's written in the scorebook. So Roland, I apologize. But back to the game. Alexander and the Tigers up by 2. Moving it around. Under 3.5 to go. Alexander looking for some kind of a shot. Now he goes to the corner for 3. Sammy, no. But rebounded by Alexander. A foul and 1. Germonte does it again. Alexander puts up the layup to put the Tigers up by 4, and he's going back to the stripe. It was 68-68 when we started overtime. It's 72-68, Tigers leading. 3:15 remaining in the game. Alexander's shot is good. Tigers up by 5. On the inbounds. Pressure from the Tigers. Johnson with the ball for the Camels. Gives it off. Driving, Kellum puts up a shot. It's too strong. Rebounded by Johnson. Puts up a shot. Rebounded and put up by Rowland. We got it right this time. Ben Rowland puts up the 2. 73-70. Tigers lead. Up to Sargent. Nearly stolen by the Camels. Alexander goes to Sammy for 3. No good. Johnson with the rebound. Lost the ball. Gives it off to Rowland. Rowland to the corner for 3. You bet we're tied. Fowler. He can't miss from 3. 73 all. Just over 2 to go. Alexander's driving. Dumps it off. Moten puts it up. Gavin Moten with his first 2 of the game. Now it's Siebert to bring it up for the Camels. Tigers up by 2. 2:05 to go here at overtime. Siebert, pass out to Fowler. The one man the Tigers don't want to see shoot the 3. Goes out to Johnson. Johnson looking for Kellum. Kellum drives. Untouched. Puts up the layup. Tied again at 75 apiece. Under a minute 40 to go. Sargent with the basketball. Gives it out to the top to McVeigh, over to Alexander. Sargent telling Sammy to come up. Sammy gives it back to Colby. Under a minute and a half. Sargent with the ball. Kicks it out to McVeigh, back to Colby. He'll give it to Alexander. 75 seconds to go. In overtime, we're tied. Sargent. Back to Jamonte, just killing the clock, looking for a shot. Jamonte to McVeigh. Back to Jamonte. Here comes the defense from the Camels. Jamonte moving in. Jamonte kicks it out to Sammy. Sammy lost it. And it was a kick ball off the foot of Kellum.
Oh,
that'll be Tiger basketball.
Blame the refs this, blame the refs that. Blame the refs for giving us an overtime game.
Refs, well, he was standing right over that and he saw it on the inbounds. It goes to Sammy, back to Colby. Bounce pass, stolen by Kellum. He's got it. He's defended, spin move, puts up a shot. He's fouled and one. Camels up by 2, 41 seconds to go, and Kellum will go to the stripe. They are going nuts. Kellum has been very solid from the stripe tonight. Camels up by 2, 41 seconds to go. Shot up, good. Campbell leads by 3. Kellum has 5 in overtime. Here come the Tigers. Alexander with the ball. 35 seconds to go. Sammy Bryant with the ball. Goes to the corner. Back up to Alexander. To the corner. 3. No good. Rebounded. A foul on the rebound. And that's going to be it for Quan.
That's a foul on Quan.
Quan went over the back for the rebound on Johnson. That's going to be his 5th foul. Quan McVeigh is fouled out. Oh, how the tides have turned in Caruthersville. So Johnson will go to the stripe.
In comes
3-point lead
McCluey.
for the Camels.
In comes McCluey.
McCluey will see his first minutes of the game. So Johnson from the free throw stripe hits his first. 4-point game. That's Wyatt Johnson's first point of the game. Couldn't come at a bigger time. Second shot is good. Johnson hits them both. 5-point game. Tigers to bring it up. They're going to be looking for a 3. And then a foul. Pass goes out to McCluey. No good. Rebounded by the Camels. 13 seconds. And I believe that's going to do it here in Caruthersville. Pass down low. Shot up and good. That's the nail in the coffin. A layup by Siebert ends it.
What a game!
So the final score from Caruthersville at homecoming. The Camels come away with the win. and they move on to 13-2 on the season as they come back and win it in overtime at homecoming here at Joe Parkinson. We're going to take about a minute break to catch our breaths and get something to drink. I'll try to find my voice and we'll come back to recap it. It is a final in Caruthersville. The Camels knock off the Tigers 82-75. Affordable Buildings of Caruthersville and Hayti offer rent-to-own utility sheds, lofted barns, cabins, and garages ranging in sizes from 8x10 to 14x40 with no credit check required and down payments as low as just $100 plus free delivery and setup within 50 miles. Come in and see Caleb Trammell at 898 East State Highway 84 in Caruthersville, right next to A Plus Storage, or call 573-922-6318. Affordable Buildings of Caruthersville and Hayti, a proud sponsor of the Bootheel Sports Network.
Little Pizza Heaven, located at 503 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville, Missouri. You can eat in, take out, or get delivered. So make sure you call them at 573-333-0490 or go by and see Chrissy and the gang. Once again, that's 503 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville, Missouri, where they offer more than great pizza. Little Pizza Heaven, a Caruthersville tradition.
And we're back as we've gone final here in Caruthersville. It took overtime to get to a final between these two teams, the Campbell Camels and the Caruthersville Tigers. But in the end, it's a heartbreaker for the Tigers as the Camels come away with a 7-point victory in one of the better games we've seen all season long. The Tigers will drop to 8-8 on the season. Campbell improves to 13-2 as they really showed off and showed something. And two great games we had tonight. The junior varsity game came down to 1 point. It was 44-43 in favor of the Tigers. This one came down to overtime where the Camels really just took over as they win by 7.
Oh, what a game, Jeremy. You know, there was a lot of animosity coming into this game. A lot of animosity during this game, but I think if you are a Campbell fan, a Caruthersville fan, a neutral fan, you got to just love the basketball that was played there. I mean, were there some shoddy calls? Yes, both sides. Some terrible calls. But you got to play with the hands that you got.
That's
Blame
right.
the refs.
You remember, the Tigers led by 10 points halfway through the fourth quarter. The Camels came all the way back to tie it up. We went 68 all into overtime. Tigers couldn't get their final shot to drop, and then the Camels took over. Tigers got into foul trouble. Camels took advantage, and when it all came and said and done, the Camels did their job. They waited until overtime to get the job done, but they got it done as they knock off the Tigers and snap what has been a hot streak for the Tigers, putting them back to 500 at 8-8. But again, this is a very good Tiger team. However, this has serious implications on the Bootheel Conference tournament standings now, as if the Tigers had won this game, they would have notched the number 1 seed in the tournament. Now they've got to go to Hayti and win on Saturday in the Battle of the Bootheel. And we all know about the Battle of the Bootheel. Throw all the records, throw all the papers, throw everything out the window. It's Caruthersville and it's Hayti, and all bets are off, folks.
I mean, this might be the biggest Caruthersville-Hayti game of the past few years in basketball. This is a battle for the 1 seed. Hayti has the inside track now on making that 1 seed. With the win against Campbell, Caruthersville's loss against Campbell. Caruthersville is now 5-1 in conference. They got to beat Hayti now. They both, South Penn is also involved. Campbell's also involved. There's about a 5-way tie or 4 or 5-way tie.
Well, we'll have, if you pay attention to Facebook, I'll have a full write-up and all the scoring totals for you. Lots to get to. But it's getting late. I know a lot of you are probably ready to go to bed. It's a school night. It's a work night. So we're going to close it out here from Caruthersville. Thank you, each and every one of you, for tuning in tonight. Boy, did we have a good one. Unfortunately, it didn't go the Tigers' way here at Homecoming 2025. Congratulations to the Homecoming Princess and Queen. One more time, Charlie, the Princess and Queen's names.
The Princess was Sophie Kate Strawn with her escort Donzel Foster, my boy DJ right there. Then the Queen, I almost lost my wording because of that game. The Queen was Layla Robinson with her escort, Dramonte Alexander.
So there you have it. Congratulations to all the participants. And once again, I want to thank Charlie Duckworth for all of the Boot Heel Sports Network. We had Chris Brown covering Portersville, Mark Manley with Hayti. Unfortunately, a loss for Portersville, a win for Hayti at Malden. Seniors got the better of the Bulldogs. Folks, we stay busy, and this is what we do it for. We do it for you. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you to all of the sponsors. For Charlie Duckworth, I'm Jeremy Abram saying thank you so much from the Boot Heel Sports